Please take the time to visit podsurvey.com/peasants to complete a short 21-question survey. Participants in the survey will be entered into a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. The survey can be taken multiple times, so feel free to visit back each month for your chance to enter the drawing. Please help to support the show by using our Amazon links located in the description anytime you purchase anything from Amazon. It's a great way to support the show while just going about your normal business shopping on Amazon.com. Also, check out our storefront for Drunken Peasants recommended merchandise. Patreon pledges of $5 or more will now receive 2 private shows each month. In addition to the private shows, Patreon pledges of $10 or more will receive the Drunken Peasants post show after each episode of the Drunken Peasants, Ben and Billy's monthly shitty movie review, and regular behind-the-scenes vlogs with Ben and Billy. Sign up anytime to catch the future shows as well as past content. If you want to catch the post shows but you're not a patron, click the join link below this video to become a member of the Drunken Peasants channel. In addition to each post show, you'll also get special badges and emojis that you can use in the Drunken Peasants live chat. Streamlabs will be open for the duration of each episode. Click the link below to send us a message. Donations $20 and above will be read out through text-to-speech and will require our immediate attention. All donations below $20 will be read at the end of each segment. Keep an eye out for our weekly Streamlabs goal, which if we meet, we will do an extra show the following week. If you find any content you'd like to see us cover on the show, send it to drunkenpeasantsinbox@gmail.com. All submissions will be reviewed for possible usage in a future episode. Click the Discord link in our description to join the Drunken Peasants Discord. Interact with other Drunken Peasants fans in text and voice chat, as well as the peasants themselves. Visit the Google Play Store and download the Drunken Peasants app to catch the audio version of the show while you're on the road. In addition to the app, the audio-only version of the show is also available through iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, SoundCloud, and other audio platforms. That's all we have for now. Enjoy the show.
Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on you, man. It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 494. And joining us today for the first time on DP, we have Anna Hadda Hartz. Did I say it right?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry? What just happened?
What?
What? What?
A screen share is not on, by the way. I can't see anything.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Snap.
I totally forgot.
Yeah.
We're joined today by Jeff Holiday and Anna had a heart. Anna had a heart on?
Fine. Anna had a heart. It's fine.
Anna had a heart. Now we can hear you. Everything works now.
Yeah.
Everything works now.
Everything works now.
And this
How
is
you guys doing?
We're doing good. This is a bonus show. Like we started doing 3 shows a week, provided we meet a weekly goal. So last week we met the goal, and now this is the bonus show for last week, and we still have the goal up. And if we meet it, you know, before the end of this week, then we'll do another show next week. So
that's badass.
Yeah,
it's cool that you guys. I like that format. That's a really cool idea.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'll steal that too.
I came. Yeah, dude, you steal everything.
It's the boner show.
Yeah, you know, one day me and Jeff were sitting around talking, and I was like, "Hey, you know, there's this woman, Jilly Juice, and I think I might debunk her claims." And Jeff was like, "Oh, really? Interesting. Tell me more about her."
Oh man!
And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take that bitch on Dr. Phil and make her look stupid."
No, that's what Jeff did.
Really?
He stole that from you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Jeff, how dare you?
You know what? It worked, man. What can I say? I mean, I think you would have done really good on Dr. Phil, Ben. I think you would have been great.
I can't take him seriously. What the hell is wrong with you? Yeah.
Man,
Oh
it's a trip, like, being next to the dude too, because like he's an enormous man. He's super fucking tall and big and shit, and like them fucking Dr. Phil eyes. You know what I'm talking about? Them
Yeah.
kind of shit.
The buggy eyes.
Oh my God. Yeah, they're intense.
Yeah, I saw this really
laser beams.
Yeah, I saw this really lame thing like a month ago where Dr. Phil was trying to look hip and cool, so he sang a song with Good Charlotte.
Oh,
Or
God,
something.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw that one.
It was on like a late night talk show or something like that. It's like, yeah, let's
Was
pick an
it
irrelevant
Fallon show.
Yeah, it was one of those late night talk shows. It's like, yeah, let's make Dr. Phil cool by having him open up for an irrelevant pop punk band from what, like 20 years ago now?
Kid Rock looks like Dr. Phil in a Kid Rock suit now. If you ever see a picture of Kid Rock, he just looks like...
Well, you look like me in a Billy suit. I mean, you could say that about
Well, I mean,
anybody.
like, his face looks hella like Dr. Phil-ish and old and wrinkled, and it looks like Dr. Phil wearing like a wig and a rock band outfit.
Really?
I don't know. I saw a picture of him, and he looked like damn Dr. Phil in a Kid Rock wig. It was so funny.
Yep. It was oddly enough, it was actually posted on Dr. Phil's Twitter. Like, Dr. Phil was like, look, this dude looks just like me.
Man, I did a stream earlier today, and it was fucking crazy. Like, my chat was just ridiculous. Like, I did it on the other channel. The chat was just fucking ridiculous. Like, how do I say it? God, I don't even want to, like, poke the hornet's nest.
Let's put it this way. I don't know if they were trolling.
Yeah, or being
they-
legit.
But if they weren't, they're straight up Nazis.
Yeah,
Straight
yeah.
up.
What's up,
Yeah.
Nicholas Penises? Are you guys ever
Wow.
gonna do a meetup in Columbus again? I moved.
You moved back?
Back upper from ABQ literally 2 days after you guys did the last Columbus meetup.
I don't foresee us doing a meetup in Columbus anytime soon.
We probably will, though.
Yeah, maybe. What was the deal with that guy that tried to get on stage with Dr. Phil? I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you sure you're not talking about Joe C., the dwarf that got on stage with Kid Rock?
Joe C's been dead for a long time.
Yeah, but he got on stage with Kid Rock.
Okay, anyway, shut up.
Yeah, no, that guy, like, nobody could figure out what exactly that was.
Was that when you were
but it
on
wasn't
it?
staged, because I was backstage when that dude ran up on stage, and like the whole like crew that was working behind the scenes, like all panicked. We're like, oh shit, we got another one, and like had to go and scoot him off. But,
Okay.
he was running up like, I want to try it. It was weird.
But
Yeah, it said at the end of the episode that he was trying to get up there for it.
that's so weird. But yeah, I was getting bombarded with like the Jewish question and all sorts of like bait. Like it was the craziest thing. And I don't normally
see.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me,
no.
Benjamin, but are you red pilled on the JQ? Would you like me to explain it to you?
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, please, doctor.
Well, you see, the Jew is a manipulator and a snake, and he comes from the moon. It is very true.
The moon.
Yes. The Jew is the first interspecies invasion of America. That is why we must build a wall around the planet.
Okay, so it's almost like it's like Spaceballs, where we have to build like the big air shield around the planet
To keep out the Jew, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. I was getting all kinds of those questions today, and it was only like an hour-long stream. I opened up the Q&A. I was like, hey, you know what, guys? Ask me any questions you want. And it just kept going and going and going. And I was just like, no. And then the whole like, oh, what do you think about... Every question was bait. It was like, what do you think about the kill stream getting taken down? You know,
Oh,
like,
God.
yeah, people trying to bait me into saying something bad about them.
Yep. That's exactly what it is. Like, you mentioned anything about any of that situation, and they're just gonna try and suck you into it. It's just fucking ignore it. That's what I'm doing. You know, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Oh, you know what's even better is like giving them almost the answer they want to hear, but not quite. They love that.
Like what? Like,
oh, you know, I didn't really watch the kill stream that often, but, you know, there were a few episodes I enjoyed, and of course I think it's bullshit that they lost their channel. You know, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
right.
And then they don't know what to say. They don't know what to say because you didn't give them the soundbite they wanted.
What do you mean? Why won't you just tell us that you hate everybody, Ben? Why won't you just tell us that you hate all of the Jewish people, Ben?
And then there was like the chat before this stream started. It was like, Doc's holiday equals I'm not watching. It's like, then fucking go. Get the fuck out of here. I don't care. You don't have to tell me that you're not watching because I don't even know who you are. So I'm not going to be like, where's Shitlord 354? Why isn't he watching today?
I knew.
Oh man, hold the fucking show. We can't watch because Shitlord 869 420 is not going to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I knew Shitlord 874-447 personally, and it kills me that he's not here right now because of you, Jeff. I'm honestly, I'm gonna ask you to leave.
It's not like I did it on purpose, man. I didn't. All right,
okay,
well,
you can stay.
We could always switch to the other guests that you guys had in mind. You know,
JF Holiday.
So, few quick announcements. As I said before, the goal is on the screen. We have a little more. We're 66% of the way there, so that there's a good chance we might not get it, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try so hard for us to get it. For us to do an extra show next week. Streamlabs is open throughout the entire show. If you want to send us in any messages, we'll read them at the end of each segment. What else? Oh, Christmas shopping season starts earlier and earlier every year. Please use our Amazon links in the description below. Next time you buy things from Amazon, it really helps the show a lot, and you buy things you were going to buy anyway. And then also tomorrow, The Altered Perspective on the BENPAI channel. Check that out. Pimp Monk and I, we do our own show. And that's happening tomorrow.
Pimpy.
Yeah.
it's some good shit.
Pimpy. Yep.
Oh, thank you.
I love him. Yeah, I haven't talked to him in a while. I need to like barge onto the morning wood or something with him.
He has me on all the time, and I think it's because when he's desperate looking for somebody, he knows I'll say yes.
Aww.
He could ask me. I love hanging out with him. I'd be down.
He asks me all the time, and I've never done it.
Oh, really?
Ever.
Even I've done it.
Ever.
Even I've done it.
I don't
dude.
wake up in time.
Yeah,
Like-
but
That's fair.
you act like that's like a force of nature that can't be corrected.
Here's the thing: if I tell him I'm going to wake up and do the show, I spend the entire night before not sleeping, because whenever I have to wake up in the morning, I have to stay up all night. It's like a nervous thing I have. I just can't sleep before I have plans in the morning. Every time I go on an airplane flight, I stay up all night. I go to the airport with no sleep. Happened to me when I went to Florida like 2 weeks ago. Anytime I have a morning appointment, doctor appointment, I had the 2 days before that. Stayed up all night. It sucks so bad. Anytime I have a morning thing to do, I just don't sleep the night before. So I'm like, yeah, I don't really want to do morning wood, because that means I'm going to be staying up all fucking night to sit in your stream and talk about dicks and stuff, which normally I would do if it was like 2 hours later.
I mean, we do kind of talk about dicks and stuff.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Pimp Monk knows two things in life: fatting around and dicking around.
You know what's funny? Like, we teased him for months about his fear of escalators, and then like just a few weeks ago, there was like a caught on film escalator accident in India or
like, Pimp Monk
Italy.
was
It was in
right.
Italy.
Pimp Monk was right.
I mean, he's right.
Yeah, dude.
That fear is completely justified, and I understand. I watched the same thing when I was a kid about escalators.
I don't think it's justified. I mean, like, okay, if you feel safe getting in a car and driving around every day, but you're afraid of escalators, then your fear is misplaced, because people literally die every day in car accidents, almost never from escalators. So
Although there's a few videos out there of horrific escalator
Okay,
accidents.
They're all
sure.
from China.
well, the
They're all
last
from
one was
China.
from Italy.
chopped up and shit. Like, ugh.
Well, right. If you have no regulation on escalators and they're not properly maintained, yes, they become giant meat grinders.
It's not even properly maintained. In China, they build them that way so it culls out the stupid people.
Population
it's
control.
Population control.
Whatever.
Yeah. What? I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
You're too lazy to do the stairs. You're too lazy to lift.
Not even lazy. If you're too stupid to stay in the middle of an escalator, might as well lose a limb.
At VidCon, me and Pimp and Kirsch all went together to register, and we all go and get our badges and shit. And I'm on the escalator talking to her. And I turn around and I'm like, where the fuck is Pimp Monk? Next thing I know, Pimp Monk, he's running up the fucking stairs trying to keep up with us.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, oh, my God.
That's a sickness right there.
Run up the stairs.
Yep.
That's a sickness.
Get a run and start to get up these stairs.
Yeah. Pimp Monk's a big boy. He doesn't walk like a young spring chicken.
He's got leg problems. He's got like circulation problems in his legs.
He's got known circulation problems, and he would rather run up the freaking stairs than ride the escalator. That's a sickness. I'm sorry. No, normally I would say, Pimp Monk, good for you for getting some exercise, but not in that situation. Because you know you're going to be walking around VidCon anyways. Your feet are already going to be tired regardless of whether or not you take them stairs. You need to get some help, Pimpy. And I'm gonna be your Dr. Phil. Can we get Pimp Monk on Dr. Phil?
For what?
For being scared of escalators.
I don't...
Irrational escalator fears and the general population.
That's like shit Maury used to do. Maury Povich would find like a woman that was afraid of cotton balls and have like a man covered in cotton balls walk out.
I feel
and
like
scare the fuck out of her.
I feel
so
like if we put a package together and sent it to Dr. Phil's people, I feel like they would take Pimp Monk on. They'd be like, oh,
maybe
this guy is going on the show.
You know, I have some troll or not a trolls. I have 2 of them, and hopefully they're fucking better this time.
Not a troll.
All right, here's the first one.
I have a song just for you, Christine Weston Chandler Sonnet You. This is just for you and no one else.
Permanently cross-eyed?
I believe they prefer the term cockeyed.
What do you guys recognize this song? I'm just making sure that this isn't like...
I'm sure it's something that's going to trigger, but all
right, well,
we'll just watch it.
So this is a love ballad for Chris Chan.
The sky turns dark and everything goes wrong.
Oh my God.
Run to me.
If this is a troll, this is dedicated, because like the crossed-eyed thing, I mean...
But people can do that, right?
So
people can,
sincere. I don't think he is.
people can cross their eyes on purpose as like a joke, right? Like I've seen Joe do it. That's how I know it can be done.
I saw Joe fuck you in the butt on a video too.
Yeah, well, that is also
Did you see this? Joe and Billy were in an Onision video where like the killer was killing all the virgins and like everyone was a virgin, and then Joe and Billy were the only people left alive, and they realized they had to fuck each other to stop from being killed.
Spoilers.
So whatever we play.
Don't make me have to watch an Onision video.
We watched it on the post show. It had to be like a Patreon only type
and
video.
We lived.
And Billy was the bottom and Joe was the top.
Look. We lived.
Okay.
So the moral of the story was sometimes the only way to survive.
The moral of the story is, yes, you
stuff.
lived, which means you have to live the rest of your life on film getting butt fucked by Joe.
It was acting. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah.
You think Heath Ledger cared about what happened to him on Brokeback Mountain? All he cared about was that sweet Oscar.
I don't think I don't think he really cared because he was all like drugged up.
And I'll leave the light on, and I promise you now, you won't ever be lonely.
This is not a troll.
You say not a troll.
He's too sincere.
So this guy, he's in love with Christine Chandler.
Christine Weston Chandler. Like, okay, this is why he's not a troll. Okay, he went to too much work to do props Not just like, you know, the little dolls and shit above his bed, but like the fact that his bed is a single. Like, no, this dude, yeah, this dude's legit. He's probably autistic.
I'd hazard a guess just based on mannerisms and stuff.
I'm not sure. I'm looking at the see the bed back there. The sheets aren't tucked in. Like he just It's like he just decided to put these colorful sheets on and throw up a teddy bear that he didn't even take the tag off of. These are all things he purchased to make him look like he's more in the Chris Chan world. He's papering the room to make it look like all the toys and bullshit Chris Chandler would have. But it's like everything else is clean.
Oh, he doesn't even have. I mean, he's not even close to having the amount of toys Chris Chan has.
Look at those books. None of those books scream. I want to get married in Quickville, right? He's trying to pepper a little bit of the Quickville style.
How do we know? We can't even see what the books are.
I can tell. One of them is Chaucer. One of them is Machiavelli. I'm a reader.
Chaucer.
You can sense these things.
And when Billy says a reader, he means he takes selfies of himself pretending to read.
Hey, I bought that book. I don't have to read it.
I'm
just reading the blurb. It's fine.
I'm 100% convinced. Somebody in the chat pointed out too, like the lid to the trash can is on the ground. Like there's just little crazy subtle hints. I though really do support him and Christine hooking up. I think it'd be beautiful.
And that back there next to the Joker looks like a skull.
And this guy,
like that might be a skull,
like an animal skull or something. Skull.
Yeah.
This guy is too smooth to be this unaware. Like, does he unbutton his chest to attract Chris Chan or Christine Chandler? Like he knows what he's doing. He's trapping. He's trying to trap Christine Chandler.
Troll or not a troll?
Not a troll.
You say not a troll.
Not a troll.
Not a troll.
Wait, no, troll. Why did I say not a troll?
Because you dropped your fucking stupid act long enough to actually tell the truth.
He's a troll. I was like not a troll.
Not a troll.
He's a troll. He's a troll.
I like how sometimes Billy likes to pretend that he's really stupid, and then you're like, well, what kind of book? And the first book that comes to Billy's mind is Chaucer.
Yeah.
Like, okay. All right.
It's so stupid.
All right, here's another one.
Hans Wormhat. So my last video was about a subject that people hate talking about, which was hate. So I'll do another video for today, just something more lighthearted, and just showing you how pervasive all this masonry stuff is. So here's just a cracker. Oh look, so we got the, well, it's baked in a brick oven. Masonry.
Wow!
We got the orange butterfly, the monarch butterfly. So this is just a cracker. They're actually really good.
Crazy cracker.
So this one's a little deformed. But I was just sitting there and I'm like, that's a lot of holes on this cracker. What do you think if you count them? So here, I'll just set it here. If you want to, you can pause the video right now and count it if you want to count them. Guess how many? 33.
Oh!
It's just dumb after
and
a
one
while.
broken one. It was 33 and a third.
Holes on this cracker. Do you think it's a mason? And look, when is it, this company, they have some spiel about 1831 or something. The only people who have a factory in this on Earth, if you're gonna have a factory, okay, you're probably a mason. And here I have another. This is just.
Oh God, troll! If you're gonna have a factory, you're probably a mason.
The brick oven, bricklayer. Come on, Ben.
Troll.
Nope. This is. Do you even know what water crackers are? They're used by Freemasons to get the taste of each other's satanic wives out of their mouths when they have their satanic lust rituals. They take the water crackers and they chew them
Masonic orgies.
to clear their mouth from the last wife they defiled. Because they all are wife-sharing Jesuits.
We are. I mean, they are.
You know what, though? They're not all Jesuits because there are Masons of all different monotheistic religions.
As long as they're theists.
Monotheists.
Okay. Monotheists.
I'm not sure if it's a troll yet or not, because, I mean, remember, they're Jurassic Liars, that dude is not a troll. Have you guys ever heard of him?
No, I'm not familiar with him.
Oh my God, he's a crazy person. He goes to like grocery stores and shit with his camera.
Market guy.
Yeah. And it'll be like, check this out. Man, Pepsi, look at that. The P and the P. It's the Pepe. Oh, you sick fucks. You fucking sick Jew Illuminati bastards.
Oh, my God.
Look at this over here. Nutella. Yeah, nut. Yeah. Oh, you sick bastards.
He's not a troll?
No. He's a legit crazy person.
That's so funny.
Look at this. Ben Gay. You smear a gay guy named Ben all over your sore muscles. Disgusting.
So I'm going to give you 2 cracker things. What do you think about Ritz crackers?
Not 33 holes.
True. There's only 7.
What do you think about Ritz crackers?
Those are godly crackers.
Well, we think. Oh, shit.
It's a cube in the middle of the cracker.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
The black cube of Saturn.
The black cube of Saturn.
Okay, so on the other cracker, the amount of holes means something, but here the shape of the holes means something.
Benjamin. Who controls the world? Freemasons.
Nature.
Freemasons, Benjamin.
Oh.
And what are those Freemasons? Bunch of white racist crackers.
Debunked.
Think about it.
Stuff that's all around you, and their signs and their symbols. It's everywhere.
I say troll.
I don't know. We would be a lot better at spotting all this stuff if we didn't have to go through all the.
If he said that the only crackers you're allowed to eat without being satanic Mason worshippers were gluten-free crackers, I would say troll.
He said you got to be a Mason to own a factory.
Well, in 1831, you probably did. That's just logic. In 1831, if you had a factory, you were probably a Freemason.
Sure.
I mean, think about it. What else?
This is cube nonsense. Is this cube nonsense like actually a part of like the Masonic conspiracy theory lore?
That's the cube of Saturn.
That I've not heard of before.
You don't need to familiar with the cube of Saturn.
Black cube
The cube of
Saturn.
The black cube of Saturn.
I get subjected to some crazy shit, but this is the first time I've heard black cube of Saturn.
No, yeah, it's apparently like something to do with like Freemasonry, like conspiracies and shit.
But it's not black.
Saturn.
It's the color of the cracker.
But it's the shape of the black cube of Saturn, obviously.
Okay, it's a cube. Okay, so any cube.
And you ever put caviar on a cracker, the caviar settles just like the black cube of Saturn because of those holes.
But there's different colors of caviar.
Just black beluga whale, basically, is what I'm feeding my friends.
Basically, because there's a hexagon on top of Saturn.
Let me deconstruct what he just said.
Okay.
Whales are mammals. They don't lay eggs. Caviar is fish eggs, so there's no black beluga whale.
Beluga? You don't have beluga caviars.
Okay.
There is beluga caviar.
Yeah.
Okay, so how the fuck does a beluga lay eggs?
I'm sorry, Ben. It's beluga caviar.
How the fuck does it lay eggs?
I didn't say it was beluga whale. I said black beluga caviar.
Okay.
I don't think whales are mammals.
Well,
Yes,
whales
they
are definitely mammals.
Whales are absolutely mammals.
But
I don't think some of them are.
As a
No,
whale,
they all are.
As a whale-like mammal, I've laid a couple eggs. Women lay eggs all the time. They're mammals.
That's not okay.
What?
They don't lay them.
But women push eggs out in their uterus all the time. They bloody drip them too. It's a thing.
Oh, I see what it is. It comes from a sturgeon. It doesn't come from a beluga whale.
I could have told you that.
No, you didn't.
Because I didn't think it was important. It wasn't pertinent to the situation at hand. The situation is if you spread beluga whale caviar on a Ritz cracker with their 7 holes, it looks like the black cube of Saturn. And you think that's just an accident?
Masonic conspiracy.
Troll or not a troll?
You think that's just an accident that rich people get beluga caviar for their crackers and spread them on? Like, you think that's an accident? Nobody likes caviar. It tastes like fucking fish eggs. Nobody likes that. They do it because it's the black cube of Saturn. It's ritualistic.
Troll or not a troll?
Can we watch a little more of it?
The brainwashing. But this is actually a good way that you can wake people up. I don't know, I didn't show my wife the Saturn thing because I don't know if she knows about the black. Like, that's complicated. But this.
That's
you just explained it!
Troll. That's complicated,
You're so
troll.
fucking naive.
Troll. That's complicated.
It's too complicated to explain, but I just fucking explained it.
I didn't show my wife. It's too complicated.
Yeah.
I'm leaning toward troll.
The hexagon, the cube thing is because there's a hexagon on top of Saturn, and so that's an easy way to turn it into a cube by drawing like he did. But yeah, dude, this is a troll. This is a troll.
Thank you.
I like that boy. He's got gumption.
He's got forest gumption. All right. Time for the news. All right. Boom.
Boom.
I couldn't find a video of this yet. There might be one out by now, but I'm just pulling up the article. I think this is interesting. Elvis, Babe Ruth, Justice Anton Scalia, top list of Presidential Medal of Freedom recipients. So I don't get it. Why give medals to people who have been dead for decades?
Well, do you have to be dead to get the medal?
No. No. People get it all the time. Obama gave it to Biden at the end of their run.
Well, I think this is probably what it is, right? They want to give one to Antonin Scalia, Justice Scalia.
Sure, that makes sense.
And they're just putting Elvis and Babe Ruth in the title so people get excited about it. And then when they give it to Scalia, they're like,
look,
oh.
Babe Ruth died in 1948.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to be putting Babe Ruth and Elvis Presley in as like a draw in 20.
I don't. Let's see here. The honor, which is not necessarily given every year, can be bestowed by the president to individuals deemed to have made especially. What is this?
Meritorious
contributions to the security or national interests of the United States, to world peace, or to cultural or other significant public or private endeavors. So I just don't give it to some people who are alive.
Well, nobody alive probably cares to get one from Trump right now, right?
No, there's plenty of people.
Like who? Ted Nugent would come out and receive it.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
Well, so also in the article, I noticed another candidate right now is Orrin Hatch, and back in 1997, Orrin Hatch told students at the University of Utah, "I wouldn't want to see homosexuals teaching school any more than I want to see members of the American Nazi Party teaching school."
Well, hold on. Does that mean he wants to see them and he also wants to see the Nazis? Or
I don't think
He'd
so.
rather see the Nazis than the gays, is what that sounds like.
Well, he didn't say rather. He said anymore. So he equally wants to see gays and Nazis teaching. Whether that's a lot he wants to see it or a little.
I mean,
so
like,
weird.
I mean, are they going to talk about how Elvis was not only a member of the DEA, but also died of a drug overdose? I mean, like, I don't know. I think I think Babe Ruth, Elvis, the ship has sailed on those two guys. I don't know why.
I think it's never too late.
So Trump was just like a personal fan of them both. Is that it? I mean, yeah, Babe Ruth, probably the greatest baseball player ever. I mean,
Fucked a lot of whores.
I wouldn't say it was
Trump likes them.
I wouldn't say it was the best, but I mean, he's up there. I can understand wanting to like honor an American hero, but like, why Babe Ruth? Why not fucking Ted Williams? Ted Williams volunteered, even though he could have gotten out of it, even though he's a baseball Hall of Famer, volunteered to go to war, came back, kept doing baseball. Then when Korea like happened, he went in again and fucking crashed a goddamn plane and survived. That dude's a fucking American hero. Why? Like, I mean, come on.
Well, I think Trump just wants to give the medal to people who have similar body types as his. Like old Elvis who died
Old
fat on the
Elvis.
toilet. Babe Ruth. Antonin Scalia is probably the most fit one out of the three. And Babe Ruth was an athlete.
Here's another one, actually. Orrin Hatch. I knew that name too. He was one of the two people who signed into law the what's the name of it? It's the Dietary Supplement Health and Education Act in 1994. That's how we have all this shit like fucking Brain Force. It's not, you know, FDA regulated or anything like that. That's how all these people sell these snake oil supplements and shit.
So he's responsible for Jilly Juice?
Yeah, actually, yeah. The reason why we can't prosecute Jillian for Jilly Juice doing actual harm to people is because of the deregulation status that happened because of pieces of shit like Hatch.
Wow, I don't want to say
I mean, but if we still had that, they'd be doing it to Alex Jones too, right? For all of his like male vitality shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex Jones is available. I don't want to say that you're on the wrong side of history, Jeff, but maybe you should celebrate the fact
Yeah,
that...
I mean, without these miracle tonics, we wouldn't have Coca-Cola, would we?
Yeah. Coca-Cola?
What wasn't Coca-Cola like a fucking like tonic, like a fake gas medicine?
It had
originally?
traces of the cocaine in it.
Yeah, it had cocaine in it. It was sold at like the multi-shops where they would sell medicine and stuff, right? That's
You
where
know,
get your-
chocolate
Dr.
milk
Pepper
was
sold as a tonic.
yeah, chocolate milk was originally sold as a medicine too.
I can see why. You ever drink that and
Yes.
just shit your brains out?
Yeah, there was an Irish doctor who was traveling in Jamaica, and I guess traditionally in Jamaica they had this chocolate cocoa drink that was like chocolate and water, and he mixed some milk in with it and then took it back with him and sold it as like a health tonic when he got back to Ireland.
Weren't graham crackers sold as a masturbation deterrent?
Dude, is that true?
I think so. Yeah, I don't know if it's a myth, but it's historically talked about. I think it was created to deter yourself from masturbating. Just have a graham cracker instead of masturbating. And I'm the type of guy that, you know, I could eat a graham cracker while masturbating. It's not going to help me.
I think there's actually something to that. I don't think you're trolling. I think the like, well, there was a dude who had Kellogg's cereal. Like he was like hardcore anti-masturbation. He tried to make like his cereal as bland. Yeah, make his cereal as bland as possible because he thought it would like unexcite people.
Yeah, he was also one of the key movers of the whole like circumcise all of your kids always movement. Way back in the day. Because no masturbation. If you don't have your foreskin, you won't masturbate.
Yeah, I think cornflakes were anti-masturbation as well. The graham crackers might have been miscontributed. I thought they were, but I know cornflakes were invented.
I remember hearing something about the graham crackers.
Because how could you masturbate when you're holding a bowl and a spoon, right? Your hands are busy. That's why cornflakes are genius.
Okay. All right. First video here. So you guys can let me know how valid you think this is. You can give me your opinion. This is evidence shows Trump played role in hush money payments.
All right.
This afternoon, a huge story revealing the closest, most direct connection of Donald Trump so far to hush money payments made to silence porn star Stormy Daniels and 1998 Playboy Playmate of the Year Karen McDougal. Clear indication President Trump and his team have been lying to the American people for years, and that he may, in fact, have also broken federal election laws. The Journal reporting federal prosecutors have...
I can't believe these two women fucked that dude in the middle there. It's just like, I don't know.
I can.
I mean, yeah.
Evidence.
What a dreamboat.
They both got coke nose,
Money can
right?
make the pussy wet. I'm just saying.
They both got cocaine nostrils. Like, you know, they were just sniffing that white
cocaine nostrils.
Yeah, you can tell they're flared out from all the cocaine they did.
No, they're not.
I'm sure these girls were railing coke and railing Trump.
If I'm being totally honest, if Trump paid me like $20,000 and a fucking mountain of cocaine while I'm doing it, I'd fuck him.
Yeah, I'd do it for $5,000.
That's what I'm saying. That's all he's got. He had fame and money, and that's it.
That's literally all you need. That's all you need.
I know.
I have very little money and very little fame, and I ain't banging those girls, but I probably could in like a week.
In a week?
Give me a week.
Briefed on the agreements nearly every step of the way. The Journal also laying out connections we have not heard before, in which, quote, Mr. Trump intervened directly to suppress stories about his alleged sexual encounters with women, according to interviews with 36 people who have direct knowledge of the events or who have been briefed on them, as well as court papers, corporate records, and other documents, unquote. President Trump, of course, infamously said he knew nothing about the payments. That was clearly a lie, according to this story. In one incident newly revealed today, the president allegedly told his now former fixer, Michael Cohen, quote, get it done, after Trump learned of Stormy Daniels' plans to talk publicly about their alleged affair. This was in the fraught, high-stakes era before the presidential election, but after the release of the Access Hollywood tape. President Trump's lawyers have declined to comment on the Wall Street Journal story. Let's go now to CNN's Sarah Murray. Sarah, the president's participation was even laid out by federal prosecutors' charging document of Michael Cohen. They just didn't name Trump.
That's right, Jake. And I think the WSJ story does a sort of a good explanation of how we got to the point where, you know, Michael Cohen was in a courtroom earlier this year implicating President Trump in this payment scheme. And in those charging documents for Michael Cohen, it said that Cohen coordinated with one or more members of the campaign, including through meetings and phone calls, about the fact, nature, and timing of the payments. And then, of course, Cohen went to court and said he made these payments in the direction of a candidate for federal office, which of course was then candidate Trump, now President Trump. The other interesting point in the WSJ story is that there was this draft indictment, an 80-page draft indictment that was never filed against Michael Cohen that also detailed a lot of Trump's involvement in this scheme. But again, that was never filed. Instead, CNN has confirmed that indictment existed, but Michael Cohen got engaged in these plea negotiations, and so the public never saw that 80-page document, Jake.
And Sarah, the Wall Street Journal story also lays out
Okay, so the actual evidence so far seems to be a lot of the connections are no longer allowed for the public to see. So we're not going to get a chance to see them. Maybe they'll get unsealed in the future. But I mean, they sound pretty damn convinced. But then again, it's CNN, and CNN doesn't really have the best track record over the years, you know. But I mean, I'll say the same thing I thought of when the whole Bill Clinton thing was going on. And, you know, I was old enough to have an opinion on that. And that's kind of scary. But anyway, these kinds of things where you have a dude and he cheats on his wife and he's a public figure and that sort of thing, I don't think that necessarily makes them unfit to be a public servant. But the thing that I think is the most egregious is the attempt to cover it up. You know, that's the part that's actually pretty shit. Yeah. Like, whether he fucked another woman or I don't fucking care. But
right. Well, where Bill Clinton fucked up was that he fucked up under oath, stating that he did not have sexual relations with a female, and then found to be lying.
Well, he wasn't lying. It was a BJ. It was a blowy.
It depends on what the definition of is.
And that's why we can argue semantics here, right? You could say he didn't have sexual intercourse, so it's not sex,
He made love to her
face. He was the
He made love to the dirty Jew face.
Oh, whoa, too much. Let's stop this, JF. Let's JF Holiday. You need to stop this right now. It's inappropriate.
Take it up with him, man.
JF, stop it.
You're talk to him.
Back to Trash Island with you.
Yeah, back to the garbage aisle.
2015 meeting in Trump Tower, candidate Donald Trump meets with media executive David Pecker. He heads the company that...
What's his name?
I think he said David Pecker.
Oh my God, that's the worst last name to have.
It's pretty bad. I think I'd rather have Wiener than Pecker.
Well, there was also that football player back in the day, Dick Buttkiss.
Yeah.
But he was
Dick Buttkiss.
Yeah, but he was a big motherfucker, so I doubt very many people fucked with him.
You know, he was born, his name was Jerry Sandusky when he was born, and he changed it to Dick Buttkiss.
Oh, yeah?
Includes the National Enquirer.
That's right, and this is sort of a look at where this all began. It's this meeting.
It is David Pecker,
Donald
too.
Trump
I thought he just mispronounced Packer.
AMI declined to comment on this story, but, you know, in this meeting, Donald Trump essentially says, look, what can you do to help me? And David Pecker apparently replies and says, well, what I can do is I can, you know, make sure that I can silence these women. I can make these stories go away.
Yeah, so what they're saying David Pecker did was buy up all the stories and then just not print them.
Ooh.
That's what they're saying.
What a naughty little Pecker.
women start coming out and making these allegations against you. And so this is sort of the beginning, allegedly, of this scheme that now, you know, President Trump has been implicated in, Jake.
All right, Sarah Murray, thanks so much. Appreciate it. Let's talk about it with our legal experts. Bottom line this for me. How worried would you be if you were Donald Trump or...
Oh, what a dumb question.
His counsel.
How worried would you be? Come on.
I would be terribly worried, actually.
Jake Tapper, think of a better question.
Well,
it's kind of a shitty way to phrase it.
How worried would you be?
Depends on whether, now that we've got a new acting attorney general, the Southern District of New York is willing to actually do something about this. But there are two aspects of this. One is the contribution aspect, that there's a limit on the amount of money that can be given to a campaign. But Mr. Trump's campaign had to disclose that. And then there's the expenditure side of things. That has to be disclosed as well. And if they communicated with each other to actually influence the campaign, that could be a crime. So we don't know how much information they have. I really think at this point, we've seen so many of these mounting allegations against this president, the Teflon president. It really comes down to the broader, I think, structural constitutional issues of whether there's going to be accountability at any level anymore.
You know, if you like consider JFK and his liaisons and Bill Clinton and his sexual liaisons, this might actually be the most presidential thing Donald Trump did before becoming president.
Yeah, that's true.
What do you mean presidential?
I mean, like, as far as doing things a president would do, I think cheating on his wife is the most presidential thing he did. He got in without any sort of political background, any sort of military background. He just talked shit the whole time. He was not presidential.
I mean, he continues to not be presidential. So
well, yeah, but like sleeping around on his wife is historically like the most presidential thing this guy's done. Try and tell me something more that other presidents have done that he has done. I'm really at a loss here. He's breaking new ground.
Presidents have slept around on their wives. Presidents have said much worse things about other people and just people in general than Trump has said.
Well, like,
just more flowery language than we're used to.
Give me a quote from like Taft or somebody that could go online with one of these Trump quotes. Give me one
Lyndon
president.
B. Johnson.
What do you say?
Probably.
What do you say? Probably.
Oh, Johnson said some pretty fucked up shit. Yeah. But I'm with you. I'm with you though, Billy. Like banging gash, slamming gash is definitely very presidential.
Yeah.
Like it's.
What else would you become president, for fuck's sake?
Yeah.
It's the worst job unless you're getting like just crazy amounts of model posts. Why would you bother?
I mean, like, he was getting that before he was president, right? And like, he was definitely making more money spending his time running his companies than he is being president. Now, once you're president, even for just one term, though, you start making big money when you do like a book deal and speaking tours and, you know, like the Clinton bullshit that they were doing where they were going around and like doing pep rallies for corporations and shit like that. But yeah, I mean, like, I would never want to be president.
System of government.
I would.
And what do you think? I mean, would you worry, were you Donald Trump or his lawyer?
I would have worried the second David Pecker got immunity because I would have known at that point.
How can they say it with a straight face?
I don't know. I look up to these women.
They're more adult than we are, apparently.
You should have some incentive to say
David Pecker had immunity.
To inoculate you.
I think Pecker can get immunity. By now, I should have gotten herpes, just statistically speaking. But nope, not yet.
Jeff Pecker has immunity.
Essentially, at this point in time, whatever you're going to tell us is of enough interest that we're willing to say we're not going to prosecute for whatever you say. Second point, of course, is the president's going to come back and say, hold on, there was maybe a dual purpose. Remember back when John Edwards...
Someone said, someone in the chat said, we need another Taft in office. No worries, no heavy issues, just filled the seat and ate like Garfield. Okay, well, actually, Taft's great-grandson was the governor of Ohio, like 15, 20 years ago, and he was actually the first acting governor in the entire country to be convicted of a felony while in office. So, yeah.
What did he do?
He helped cover up the misappropriation of workmen's compensation funds. People took money out of the workman's compensation fund and invested it in these rare coins, and then the coins just vanished. And the guy who was mainly in charge of that is in federal prison now. But
wait, okay, let me hang on. Okay, so this guy, he was a governor?
Not the guy who did it directly, but the governor knew about it.
He helped. Right.
He knew about it, and he accepted gifts from this guy. Who?
So this governor was dumb enough to get suckered in by some guy who saw like a late night TV commercial about these rare commemorative
Actually,
coins.
this guy was the guy's name was Tom Noe, and he was known for being a rare coin dealer. He dealt in like rare coins and precious metals, and he kind of got influential for donating tons of money to the Republican Party in Ohio. And actually, when he was indicted, George W. Bush gave the money back that Tom Noe had donated to him in the past. A lot of people, prominent Republicans in Ohio, especially Lucas County, which is where I'm from and where this guy was from, a lot of them, like, you know, it ruined their political careers to even be remotely connected with this guy. You can look it up. We called it CoinGate, and it happened in the early 2000s.
CoinGate.
Yep.
It was probably the only time you'll ever hear me say that, but good on W.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't want the stank from this on his hands at all, so he gave the money back immediately.
I really disliked George W. Bush when he was president, but at the end of his presidency, you know, I kind of stepped back and knew that he was leaving, and I was like, I would probably get a beer with this guy, you know, after he was out.
Said.
Yeah. And I think with Trump,
he doesn't drink.
I know, right? But I think with Trump, like now that he's like, you know, inevitably going to leave office, I'm sure he can't get the term lifted so he can be president for life.
That's not going to happen.
But when he leaves, I think he'll be the type of guy that I could say, you know, I hated him as president, but I could probably crack a prostitute with him.
Crack him?
Yeah.
Crack a prostitute?
Like,
you know, right in half and then, you know, hide her.
Yeah, I crack a prostitute with Trump, you know? I think I'll probably be saying
a mile away.
All right. Ran for president, and he had a mistress, and there was the issue of the hung jury, and they weren't buying the idea of campaign finance violations then because there was
David Pecker hung jury.
To keep her silent. Here, the president has a wife, he has businesses. He's going to say that's the reason why he did it, and it's not a campaign finance violation. The biggest problem is David Pecker's own statement of, he asked me, what can you do for my campaign?
How many times can you work it in?
What can you do to help me make Melania happy, happy wife, happy life, or my business is great? That question and the answer and the resulting actions he took would make me very nervous that I would have a direct connection to a campaign finance violation, among many other things, as Kim was talking about.
And Pecker of the National Enquirer.
The amount of times that they're saying Pecker, I don't know if we're just the most childish human beings ever.
And Pecker,
it's like they're doing the meow game with the word Pecker.
I know, right?
He met with
See
Trump
how many
over this
times they could say it.
payment to McDougal, the former Playboy.
At the end, he's
Playmate
just
of
gonna
the
be like
year.
Pecker.
And he said that he spoke to an election law specialist, decided it wasn't a violation for him to offer her money for whatever it was, columns that never ran, as a way to keep her quiet about her alleged affair.
Yeah, so, I mean, the question is whether it's being offered for purposes of actually helping the campaign. And as Laura mentioned, with respect to John Edwards, I think the defense was that, well, he was actually trying to hide his affair so that he wasn't going to upset his pregnant wife. Here we also have a timing difference, right? So these affairs occurred many years before, and these payments were made very close to the election. So that doesn't go in Mr. Trump's favor.
Pretty suspicious.
So if they have this evidence now, why isn't... Because this would be campaign finance violations, which is illegal. And if Trump was directly involved with it, why is he not being prosecuted now?
Well, maybe he will be, and this is because right now this is the story suggesting it, right?
This has been dragged out very long.
Well, this is the new story here.
It's been, yeah, wow.
And they might be building up the case to prosecute him with multiple other things.
If he's such a horrible criminal that needs to be removed from office, why aren't they doing it now?
Because when the federal government goes after somebody, they go 100% hard. When they went after Martin Shkreli, they had 7 charges against him. And they made sure he sat and waited for them to get every little piece of evidence. And this was stuff that was out there. And only, I think, 3 or 4 of the 7 things stuck. Because they're trying to get everything to stick. That the federal government is very thorough. So they're working this so that when they go after Trump, there's not going to be any sort of mishaps, any backouts. They're going to try and hit him with everything they got. And I can see
So
why
it
the
might
federal
be,
government would take their time.
Half this guy's presidency before they ever see him do any sort of like in front of a court thing.
He might get reelected, and then they'll drop it the day after he gets reelected. They might wait till he gets reelected to drop it in case he doesn't get reelected, so he can't run in with a presidential pardon for himself, or however that works. You know,
that would actually probably be the smartest thing. I think that would probably be the smartest fucking thing that they could do, is you wouldn't want to do it before the election. All it's going to do is embolden his base, and people start screaming, you know, martyr, and then he's being oppressed or some shit, and that's huge like political capital right there. You know, all of our government right now runs on outrage culture and victim points, and what could bolster him anymore is, you know.
Here's the thing, though. If they
collusion.
If they had the smoking gun against him and they did it before the election and got him removed from office, then that means Pence would have to run for. I mean, he wouldn't have to, but Pence's only chance of being president would be he would have to run for president. But if it's after the election and they remove Trump from office, then Pence gets to serve the remainder of Trump's term as president.
Yeah.
Or
that's true.
They get Pence at the same time.
What are they going to get Pence for?
For being a bitch.
Okay, that's okay.
And then we get Nancy Pelosi as
Being
president.
a bitch isn't illegal, unfortunately.
Actually, Nancy Pelosi, I don't believe is the speaker yet.
Do we know who the speaker is?
No, they haven't appointed a speaker. I'm not aware. I don't believe.
Look, the Dems are going to take out Trump. They're going to take out Pence.
Don't they have to wait till January for that anyway? Doesn't January
Probably.
when? Yeah. That's when all the newly elected people take office. So, and in that period of time between now and then, they'll figure out who the new speaker is going to be. Let's move on. Post-election fight gains steam in Florida.
Again, the big hitters for both parties are descending
What's
on
Billy Ray
Florida
Cyrus
to
doing on
monitor
Fox
and
News?
contest the continued counting of votes and
Miley's career dried up.
provisional ballots, which are still happening as the narrow leads by Republicans in key races continues getting narrower. The overnight numbers from Florida's divisions of elections for the U.S. Senate race between Republican Governor Rick Scott and Democratic incumbent Bill Nelson shows a difference now of 15,000 votes, 0.18 of 1%. County elections canvassing boards across the state met yesterday, will again today, to go through remaining provisional ballots. In Broward County, the focus of Republican allegations, things got heated last night, but Supervisor of Elections Brenda Snipes remains adamant that nothing improper occurred and the governor's lawsuit has no merit.
Why is this always in Florida? Is it just because it's so like 50-50 there?
Yeah. I mean, I think out of all the swing states, Florida has the highest population number, and thus I think it has the most electoral college votes. So I think that's why they always go completely apeshit.
Of a swing state.
It's got more than Ohio, right?
I don't know. Let's see. I think
Ohio's 18.
It changes.
And Florida's 20 something.
It changes.
Yeah, it changes.
Let's see. It has to do with population, and then obviously there are certain states that always go blue or always go red. Let's see.
Right.
And Florida, I mean,
Florida has.
Florida's
This was the last presidential election.
29 in Florida.
So in that one, yes, there were 29 and there were 18 for Ohio.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, so this can fluctuate over time, but it has to do with population. And there's like the higher populated states have a ton more votes, like Texas and California and New York.
So. Yeah, man, I imagine some people in Texas are getting pretty freaked out. Texas is not nearly as solidly red as it used to be.
You know what, though? There was a period of in Texas where Democrats got elected all the time. I mean, they were more, Dixiecrat types. But I remember prior to George W. Bush, I can't remember her name. Was it like Ann Margaret or something like that? She was the governor of. She was the governor of Texas forever.
I can't remember her name either. She was before Bush, right?
She was a Democrat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
I think it was Anne Margaret Thatcher or something.
No, Margaret Thatcher. That was the Prime Minister of England.
Anne Margaret Thatcher.
I think it was just Anne Margaret.
Yeah, it's not
probably
Thatcher.
is Anne Margaret Thatcher. She had like 12-year term before Bush took over. Didn't
Hold
Bush
on, who
oust
was
her?
it? What was her name? It's not Anne Margaret. She was an actress. What was her name? Let's see. Texas. I'll look it up. You guys can talk.
Okay.
Yeah. So, basically, who was it that said that they were trying to steal the election by just counting the votes? It was Rubio, right?
That sounds about right. I don't really remember. As soon as the midterms are over, I kind of turned my brain off.
Yeah, I think it was Rubio who went out and said, the Democrats are trying to steal the election by counting all the votes. It's like, whoa.
Like, I was paying attention
That was a quote.
to what Connecticut was doing, and then after that, like, everything's done now. I don't give a shit anymore.
Ann Richards. That was her name. Ann Richards.
Okay.
That is basic.
Yeah, and she was... she was only governor. She was only governor for 4 years, actually.
Really?
Yeah, and then before that was Bill Clemens, and he might have been. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know, man. Like, so the Texas thing, like really tripped me up. Ted Cruz should have been a shoo-in. An absolute shoo-in. Like, there are all these people out there lately who are like, oh, well, you thought you had a chance, Beto, but no, you did not. He only lost by like a point or two or some shit like that in Texas.
Yeah,
like
true.
That's insane.
Honestly, Beto didn't even lose. He's going to be president. He's going to be next president of the United States of America. 2020, Beto's going to win. If I decide not to run, Beto will win.
I don't really know anything about him, to be honest with you.
It almost sounds like you're saying beta.
Beta, yeah, Beto Cuck.
Beto Cuck, yeah.
Well, if we could find a vice president to be Cuck, named Cuck, Beto Cuck would be the fucking ticket for 2020. The libs run Beto Cuck. That's too fucking cute. We got to find someone whose last name is Cuck and make him the fucking VP now. Let's do this, America.
All right, here's another one. Michelle Obama talks shit about Trump in her new memoir.
Our motto is, when they go low, we go high.
After fiercely guarding her
That's
privacy
the gang
in the White House
that's the Monstars from Space Jam.
Memoir ever written by a former first lady. Ripping
her motto was
President
stolen
Trump's
from
false
the Space
accusations
Jam
about her husband's
Monstars.
citizenship
Hit 'em low,
as
hit 'em high.
bigoted and dangerous.
Nobody cares.
What if someone with an unstable mind loaded a gun and drove to Washington? What if that person went looking for our girls? Donald Trump, with his loud and reckless innuendos, was putting my family at risk, and for this I'd never forgive him. Writing her body buzzed with fury after the infamous Access Hollywood tape.
Hi.
Something she had slammed at the time.
A candidate for president of the United States has bragged about sexually assaulting women.
Today, President Trump hit back.
I guess she wrote a
Of course.
book. She got paid a lot of money to write a book, and they always insist that you come up with controversial.
Most of Obama.
You come up with controversial?
The book focuses on her life story. Intimate details like a devastating miscarriage, telling ABC's Robin Roberts.
I felt lost and alone, and I felt like I failed because I didn't know how common miscarriages were, because we don't talk about them.
Conceiving both Malia and Sasha through in vitro fertilization. And although to the outside...
Whatever. She can write whatever she wants, but why do we need to know this? Like, I don't give a shit how their kids were born.
I think some people do care,
I mean, like, read the book if you want to know that.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, yeah, a lot of people care about shit that's none of their business, you know? I mean...
But she's saying she wants to speak out about it so more people know that miscarriages are more common than they are, so they don't feel alone when they suffer from one. It's already a terrible thing to lose your child.
Yeah,
now she's shining some light on it. I say, good for you, Michelle Obama.
I just don't know how much more awareness she would raise about it than, you know.
But she's the only one. Like she's a huge woman in public. Like she's a huge woman. Huge woman. She's like the Oprah.
That's a huge bitch.
She's like the Oprah of politics. But people look up to her.
I went to Google. I typed in how common are miscarriages, and it tells me about 15 to 25% of recognized pregnancies will end in miscarriage.
Wow.
So there, I didn't need Michelle Obama.
But you do need Michelle Obama to humanize it and say if this could happen to her, This could happen to me.
Okay, so I could become first lady too?
You might be able to, yeah, Trap Ben. if you can get in with Beto now.
I got like 25 pounds to lose, and then maybe.
If Trap Ben can marry Beto, I think Beto Cuck 2020 can have Trap Ben as the first lady.
World, the Obamas appeared to be the perfect couple. Even they struggled to make it work.
Marriage counseling for us was one of those ways where we learned how to talk out our differences.
She now embarks on a book tour befitting a rock star. Andrea Mitchell, NBC News, Washington.
Hey, NBC News.
I think a lot of women want to read Michelle Obama's book, whether she's talking about Trump, what'd she say, her body was buzzing when Trump talked about grabbing pussies. That's kind of sensual.
You should buy it and then proudly take a picture of it and not read it.
I'm doing it. I'm gonna fucking buy that book.
Read one passage from it and then tell me all about
this
it.
next story is crazy. And part of me was like, damn, that's fucked up. That shouldn't have happened. And part of me is like, fuck that kid. He was trying to be hard. This is a video of some kid trying to step to his teacher. And after like a while, his teacher just fucking laid him out. So,
oh no!
And he was like 15.
Yeah.
Now with a violent brawl breaking out in a California classroom involving a music teacher. And
the kid was trying to be a fucking gangster to a grown man.
Whoa, that dude's throwing
It started as a fight. And
Oh, just wait.
Are standing with
listen how he was talking to him too. Like, I don't agree. I don't agree with physical violence, whether it's on a child or an adult, aside from self-defense. But this kid needed an ass whooping. Like, I'm sorry. Like
that teacher tonight. ABC's Will Carr picks up the story.
Come on, bro. Yeah, walk back.
Watch the tense moments just before a brawl breaks out between a teacher and pupil.
Bro, did you really say that, bro?
This 14-year-old repeatedly calling his African-American teacher a racial slur.
Bro, say it too, bro. We're right
pretty sure the kid was African-American too, though.
here, bro.
Or maybe that's just the way he's talking.
He might be Latino.
Yeah. He said, bro, come on, bro. I hate the bro thing.
Hurling a basketball at the teacher.
Okay, so in a way, he did take the first strike. I mean, it wasn't like he threw it at his head or anything, but he did.
According to students, the
and then he's posturing. He's
sparked by an alleged dress code violation. After asking the student to leave the class, the teacher, Marston Riley, eventually snaps. Pulling the student to the floor, pummeling him with repeated blows to the head. Riley arrested, the student sent to the hospital.
Yeah.
The community of Maywood, California now split.
He's spanking him.
Blame.
I think it was both of their faults, like the teacher and the student. I was scared for the kid and
That's pretty
probably for the teacher.
You were scared for him? Come on. He was basically asking him.
Well, I think the teacher probably should have swung on him the second he threw the basketball at him. He took too long to swing afterwards. Because there was too much time. It was then like it wasn't defense.
All the same incident.
It wasn't defense. If he throws the basketball,
so you would think it was his fault for showing more restraint?
Yeah, he should. As if you're going to attack a child and you're a teacher, the second they do any sort of physical attack to you is when you have to pounce, because that's when you can say, "I was worried he was going to fight me." He
was trying to fight him the whole time.
But the kid didn't swing. The basketball was the closest thing to a swing he got. When he threw that basketball, the teacher had to start socking him up then, because he could have taken that as an attack. The kid threw the basketball. He got in his face, postured, didn't do anything. He needed that kid to swing first, and the basketball being thrown was the first thing to make it where he could have a defense case. Because I was defending myself. He threw a fucking basketball at me. I thought he was coming in for the attack, so I had to take him out. The kid was sitting there talking shit, and he waited too long after the initial attack, the initial assault, to actually do anything. It was no longer self-defense anymore. It was just the teacher getting pissed.
Also, in the video of them fighting, like after the kid's down and he's like hammering on him, he's got something in his hand too, and that like that teacher's he's not gonna be able to argue himself out of that.
It starts becoming like assault with a weapon sort of situation.
Yeah. Fist packs, like in some states, fist packs can be considered like actual, harmful weapons and shit.
Yeah.
While some parents also voicing their concerns.
I know kids say stuff that they shouldn't, but he should be accountable.
Tom, tonight the teacher is facing a child abuse charge. The student has been released from the hospital, and here at the school they're planning on having counselors on campus first thing in the morning. Tom.
Well, thank you.
I've had teachers raise up
Counselors
on me.
on campus.
I think it's. I mean, like, obviously that kid has a warped sense of priorities and thinks, you know.
Well, he's a mouthy little prick. He doesn't think the teacher's going to hit him because kids are like women in that they have this social construct where men or adults won't lay their hand on them because it's just not right. They believe in their head, well, I can say where the fuck I want to this guy because a guy can't put his hands on me. A grown man can't put his hands on me. I'm a little kid. They get fucking mouthy. And every once in a while,
Everybody's got their breaking
it breaks. Yeah.
Everybody does.
Like, I feel bad for the teacher because, you know, like, obviously he fucking bitched out and beat up a little kid out of anger. But the kid was asking for it, right? But it doesn't mean the kid gets it. Like, a kid can ask you to molest them, right? But
why did you have to go there?
Because
dude?
I'm saying it doesn't mean you fucking molest them. Even if they're asking for it, you don't do it.
That's totally different. Dude, that is such a fucked up, weird comparison.
Not really.
It's really. It really is. It's a really dumb, bad comparison.
No, it's
Billy.
not. The kid can't consent to an ass whooping. He can't.
Okay.
He can't consent.
Okay. That's weird.
How's it weird?
Special schools up here where I'm from for little bastards like that. I know I went to one, so I don't know what he's doing in Gen Pop.
Gen Pop, like it's prison and shit. Yeah, dude. Man.
Look, if I was a little kid, I would talk shit to my teacher too. I usually did. The difference was I was always bigger than my teachers, and I would have whooped that ass. This kid should have shut the fuck up.
Never got into a fight in school. Oh. Like ever. Never got into a fight.
With a teacher or with anybody?
Egged on a couple of fights. That was fun.
Oh, I got in fights fairly often. I was a rough.
People stopped showing up if they heard I was coming for some reason, even though I just wanted to go to watch. They just thought I was insane because I was like the only goth kid in the entire school, so they thought like it was going to be some Columbine shit.
Oh,
So don't piss her off.
Did you carry like knives around in your hair? Pull out?
No, it's just your standard run-of-the-mill 90s goth in the early 2000s. It was fun.
Huh.
It's okay. You fucking retard trolls in the chat. It's not a good comparison. No kid goes, go on, molest me. Come on, punk. Come on, bro,
well, not
molest
like that,
me.
Not like that. But
no one does that.
Well, you said the kid was asking.
No hard ass motherfucking gangster kid is gonna be like, yeah, man, I told him go ahead and molest me. He didn't do shit.
Obviously not like that, but the same 15-year-old kid goes up to his teacher and he's like, hey, Miss La-da-da, you want this kid? You want this big fucking diesel? You want this kid ween? And the teacher's like, no, stop. This is gross. Stop. Or sometimes the teachers bang their students. And it doesn't make it okay.
Where are you going with
because
this?
I'm going with the. You said the kid was
makes
asking
no
for
fucking
it.
sense.
You said the kid was asking for it. I said even if a kid asked for it, the teacher can't give it to him.
Wearing?
I know a ton of teachers that.
Why do you always go there?
Go where?
To the
because this
to
is
the
a
pedo
logical.
route.
This is a logical.
But you bring it up
linear,
like every fucking show.
Bullshit.
There's an analogy with okay.
No, because this analogy, you said the kid was asking for it. I was saying another.
He was literally asking for it.
And another place where kids literally ask for it, and they're not. The teachers can't bang the kids, even though the kids ask for it. Sometimes they do.
The kids don't normally ask for it.
Dude, you don't think those 15-year-old kids that beg Mary Kay Letourneau?
Sounds like you spent a lot of time thinking about this.
Honestly, I spent a lot of time thinking about everything because I have an analytical mind, Benjamin.
All about being an English teacher, but like.
I'm a next level intuitive.
Look at that. You bring it up every fucking show.
Bullshit.
You do. You do.
I disagree.
Oh, well, it's all on video,
my
motherfucker.
My analogy makes sense
to you.
Nope. Ben was like, oh, but that kid was asking for it. And okay, the kid was asking for an ass whooping. But what if the kid was asking to bang his teacher and the teacher banged him?
And that's going to happen in front of the whole student body.
Maybe not in front.
That's what I was about to bring up.
Maybe not in front.
It's going to be a lecture in
this was like
biology teacher.
Yeah. This was like macho posturing that he was doing to look cool in front.
And it's not about the posturing.
Some ghetto little shit that thought that he can get hard with a fucking teacher and got knocked the fuck out.
It's not about the posturing. It's about the teacher making a lapse of judgment and acting on the kid, setting them up. That's where they connect.
So what you're saying is that this teacher should have just pulled that kid's pants down and just fucked him right there.
Should have sucked his dick.
Yeah.
I hate you guys so much.
It's like,
I mean, you don't have to throw bows. You can just give him a blowy. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, we're classy people. We'll accept it.
Sometimes I think that I'm too good for you guys, and I make these genius points, and you make jokes of them. I'm a grown ass man, and when I talk about these things, I'm not glorifying them. I'm speaking on them because you are like, that guy should have beat that kid up.
But you always seem to bring it up.
That kid was so macho. He had machismo.
I
He should have beat that little boy up.
I'm just saying you always bring it up when it's like totally unnecessary to bring it up.
It wasn't unnecessary.
It was.
I was making a counterpoint to you saying that kid asked for it. I'm like, well, you know, sometimes kids ask for other things, and when teachers deliver on those things,
you could have used like a multitude of other examples.
What else is out there? You name one example that is as egregious as a teacher giving up their balance of power to feed into the antics of an angry little child.
The teacher punching that kid in the head is no way as bad as child molesting. Like, not even in the same universe.
Oh my God.
No.
Oh my God.
Child molestation creates problems. Getting knocked the fuck out sometimes solves problems.
I didn't say it was as bad. I said, you said the kid was asking for it. I said, yeah, well, kids ask to bang their teachers and teachers bang them sometimes. It's the parallel, Benjamin.
They're both bad.
They're both bad.
All of them are bad.
I'm not saying, well, our kids fuck their teachers,
and also,
so let's beat them up.
And
all of it is terrible.
Billy also talks about Mary Kay Letourneau in one of his songs.
Because she's from Seattle.
And what did she do?
She had sex with Billy Falau when he was 12 years old.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. This is serious business, Benjamin. I have friends who slept with their teachers when they were underage.
Okay.
I have multiple friends.
Well, I'll tell you what. When we do a show about kids sleeping with their teachers, we'll talk about that, and you can get that all out.
I don't need to get it out. I'm saying you're like, this kid deserved it. He shouldn't ask for it. And I'm just saying, sometimes
Don't
kids.
Act a fool and you won't get knocked the fuck out.
It's the teacher. It's the teacher's problem here. The teacher should have reserved himself, or he should have found the perfect opportunity to beat that kid's ass, and that would have been the second that the kid threw the basketball at him, because that was a sign of assault. And he throws the basketball.
Or the second you walk off the school ground.
Well, you could stalk a child and beat him up off school grounds. It's probably still going to get in trouble if you get caught, right? Like you don't want to premeditate beating up a little kid. What you want to do is you want to wait.
Assault, but you're not like on the job at the time.
But if the kid threw the basketball and he hit him right then and there, that would have been defense. It would have been. You could have said, "I was defending myself." The kid threw a basketball at me. I thought he was going to come and fucking rush me after that.
You know, this kid was posturing at me saying, "Come fuck me." I thought they were threatening me, so I just decided to pull their pants down and stick it right in their ass. Just saying.
Their asshole in my face and telling me like they.
We live.
This is the weirdest conversation I've ever had on this show.
Oh, think about rewind it 5 minutes and look who took us there.
We live in an evil world, okay? I'm not going to ignore the evils of the world just to make you people
Billy,
feel
you were a
better at
boy.
night.
Where are you talking about fucking kids?
I'm a sweet boy.
All right. It's so funny because like earlier today I did a stream and there was a retarded troll in the video in the chat that was like, "Oh, California's fine. I live there and everything's fine where I am. There's not the media is just exaggerating these fires because they don't have anything to."
Did you see the video that was on YouTube?
No.
Okay, so there was a video that like people tried to shut down. It got age restricted because it's very terrible content. There was a guy that was going through where the fires hit, and this huge area. There was just a ton of like burnt humans.
I believe it.
Just like the fire had hit them, and their bodies are all intact, but they're all completely ash. And it was on YouTube, and people were commenting, "Is age restricted?" They gave me the warning when I went to watch it. Please, but be prepared to see dead bodies. I clicked on it, watched it, and in the comments, people were like, "This video should not be removed from YouTube. This is a documentation of a very true tragedy that happened, and we should all be able to view this."
I agree with the age restriction.
I turned on the news this morning and they were showing someone's house on fire. I find it hard to believe that it's such a slow news day that the news would buy a house and set it on fire just so they could make us all believe that the fires in California are worse than they actually are. I don't know.
Yeah.
I got friends who live in the area. I can't.
I do too. Actually, my a buddy of mine, it's his birthday tonight, which is why actually I'm not staying for the whole show. Him and his twin, we're both supposed to be here, but he lives half the year with his girlfriend, and they live in Calabasas, and he's not coming up because of the fire. Like, he actually was like volunteering and helping to put out fires like 2 nights ago, and it's still all fucked up and shit. So he can't come up for his birthday.
Well, good for him for like volunteering.
Oh yeah, we nicknamed these two guys the helpful twins because anytime anything ever needs to be done, no matter what it is, they're like, "We'll help," and they're really competent in everything that they do. So
isn't it funny how twins always get nicknames based on their contributions to society? Like when I grew up, we had the ass fuck twins.
Oh yeah.
The helpful twins.
Hold on.
Twins again.
Wasn't that from Orgasmo or something? Yeah.
I think it might have been Orgasmo.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you're a man.
Can I just call them the Naughty Twins?
Now you're a man.
All right, I'm going to read these Streamlabs and Super Chats before I move on to the next subject.
Can't sit to my hamster stuff.
Blunt Goblin, $2. Would a gram dab be good for a bounty? I'm down. I don't know what that means.
A gram dab. He'll do a gram dab if we hit our goal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, do it.
Gram dab.
I have a feeling you do it anyway, though, right?
A whole gram is a lot, though, right?
That's a lot. That is a lot for dabs.
Mr. Wolf, $5.
I'd be asleep for a week.
What was the deal with that guy that tried to get on? Oh, we already answered that. Dragon in the West, good to see my favorite gutter punk goth friend on again. Here's some money for your troubles. So please have Justin Wang, a.k.a. the internet's coolest Asian, back on again. He's actually scheduled to come on again soon. And Jeff, long live the Martian Congressional Republic? What is that?
The lore deepens.
Is that the acronym for My Chemical Romance? Is that why they do that? MCR? The Martian
Shitlord 69.
To incinerate.
$2. I never said that I would not watch. Zatty's a straw man. I have a feeling you're not the same shitlord.
Not the same shitlord 534?
Yeah, whatever.
Shitlord 457.
Keep clubbing baby seals for $5. I literally know a woman afraid of only down escalators. Weird. Fat.
I get it. I do.
Fartmaster 2271, $5. Hey Ben, when Billy farts, does it sound like a giant round of applause? No, it just kind of sounds like a fart. Sometimes he like forces them out, and sometimes he lets them like just kind of squeak out.
Sometimes you can't hear him at all.
SBD.
Yeah.
Bernice Panders, $3. Hey, I downloaded Streamlabs OBLs to try it out myself. I got to raise money for my power bill due to be shut off next month. Thanks, Trump and Ben Carson. Can you get donations without a live stream on Streamlabs? Yeah, you can get offline donations. It almost never happens. Yeah, but it almost never happens for me.
Yeah.
J King for 420. Billy, you're underrated. Well, first of all, this person spelled your Y-O-U-R.
I'll allow
so there's
it.
your fan base there for you, Billy.
Whatever. Underrated.
I don't know.
He's saying that I'm better than you guys give me credit for. And I tend to agree with that. That's all I'm saying.
Bernice Panders, $2. Hey guys, I'm doing a sweet stoner giveaway to reach 500 subs on my channel by 2019. Please check out my Twitter, subscribe and share. Tweet with G-Pen Herbal Vape Kit, hand blown glass, and more. Okay.
Bernice Panders also sent me this really cute. Was it Tanuki Mario's?
Is that what it's called?
I think it's Tanuki Mario.
Oh, that's adorable. I just realized Anna has dick butt on her fridge.
Oh, I noticed that right off the bat. I just saw the Gengar though. Now that she stood up, the Gengar drawing.
I really don't know if we're gonna reach the goal. It's pretty far away.
Sadly, it's Very far away.
It's more than 25% away. I don't know. Maybe we'll get
sail away,
a few big ones.
Sail away.
You gotta have faith there, fellers.
Everyone watching right now, please like the stream. Please share it. That would be wonderful if we can get some more people in here.
Father of Jesus Christ.
What happened with him? He decided that he wanted to work on his own personal projects, and he didn't have enough free time to do our show and his own thing. So he decided to do his own thing. More power to him. He's welcome back anytime.
Yeah, I love Evan.
They love Evan, yeah.
All right, we're going in.
Oh, yes.
You guys notice my girlfriend hasn't really been doing much lately?
Which one?
Gail.
Oh. We usually find something with Gail fairly regularly.
Yeah, she does stuff here and there. People tweeted at Brent Spiner to ask him to unblock me on Twitter because he blocked me once.
Yeah.
Because, like, he made a tweet, and I tweeted it at Gail and asked her a question, and he blocked me. So, and people were like, unblock BENPAI. He's like, remind me again why.
Yeah, Brent Spiner replied.
Yeah.
Because someone tagged me in it, and then I see this reply from Brent Spiner because I have the verified blue check mark. So when anybody who's verified messages something with me in it, it shoots up to like I have a whole panel just for verified.
Huh.
So this came up, and I seen that, and I was like, I screen capped it, sent it to you immediately.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, Brent Spiner's thinking about unblocking you. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Let's get him on the show. Let's get him on the fucking show.
I remember when Brent responded to Jeff. It was like, there's no fucking way I'm signing a Gale book.
yeah, because he was coming to a convention that I was going to go to.
Did he block you?
If I pay for an autograph, will you sign one of Gail's books for me? And he's like, absolutely fucking not. No way. I was very not amused by that at all.
Just can't hang.
Keep going. Oh. It's our number one crazy person. I think Von Helton. I think he's usurped everybody else for the current crazy.
Everybody, full screen. I'm pausing it now so that you can all switch to full screen.
Full screen.
Yeah, it's the individual who thinks that FBI warnings at the beginning of YouTube videos are.
I wonder what it's like to have half of Europe trying to hunt you down. That must be pretty fucking intense. That must be pretty intense, because it sure as fuck ain't me. That's why I'm smiling.
Whenever I go camping, I'm pretty fucking intense.
A good portion of Europe is hunting someone down.
Who?
And you won't believe who it is.
Who is it, Von Heltorn?
Awesome. Awesome stuff. This is awesome stuff, guys.
Keep chuckling,
awesome
you fat fucking barrel boy. now cue the third intro.
Let's
dumb
get
shit.
into it.
Yeah.
Oh, without further ado,
let's cue the third stupid
let's
fucking.
get into it.
He paid $5 for each of these intros, so he's got to fucking use them.
I love how he changed his angle after we made fun of it enough times with the like plate of food that was always out and his bathroom door being open,
slopping up some mac and cheese. Thank God he has this stupid thing.
This is the best way to watch Von Helden. Dude, eat before or after you make the video.
Motherfucker couldn't even swallow. He's got the chaw in his gullet. He couldn't swallow.
I want to make sure I have the right guy, right? This is the guy that thinks like Skyrim scrolls or a thing.
Yeah, the Elder Scrolls.
The Elder Scrolls, yeah.
He built the Elder Scrolls.
He made,
He's got his magician or sorcerer cape.
Yeah, at first he wore one that everyone made fun of, and he was like, that was actually my daughter's cape. Wasn't mine. This is my real one. It's made out of real crushed velvet, guys.
Why are you wearing even your daughter's?
This doesn't make it better.
That doesn't make it any better.
Net closes in on Facebook boss Mark Zuckerberg. World leaders demand answers on fake news. Run, Mark, run!
You realize this doesn't mean that all of Europe is hunting for Mark Zuckerberg, right?
You can escape, I know you can. First it was Google, then it was YouTube, now it's Facebook. Twitter, you're next. Twitter, you're next. Oh, did you know the head of Twitter sat down with Kyle Kaepernick and one of the heads of the BLM? Did you know that? I've got the picture on that one.
Who cares?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Google, then YouTube, now Facebook. Gee, you would think there's something going on here, wouldn't you?
You know that you're fucking the problem. You're the fucking you're Darth Vader. You're the Empire. When your number one villain is a football player that can't even play, right? It's like you're really worried about Colin Kaepernick. What the fuck is he doing to you? He's kneeling at a football game and then he lost his fucking job.
Yeah, he's not even doing that anymore.
He got a Nike ad, and you think because he's
is more money and less work than playing football.
Yeah, I felt bad for him. Now that I think about it, he's gaming. But
I need to get filled in a little bit here though, because like I've seen you guys watching these videos like on your show and on this show, but I always come in like halfway through. So is this guy like a hardcore right-wing dude? Is he a Christian dude?
He's not Christian. He's Satanist, right?
No, he's a pagan.
Pagan, yeah.
So he's buddies with Brett actually, and he also lives in a trailer in the backwoods. He also has no teeth. He also looks extremely old for his age. And I guess he's right wing. He's just crazy.
He is right.
I mean,
okay.
He is right leaning.
He thinks Elder Scrolls are a thing.
Yeah.
He tried to make an Elder Scroll based on items.
He
bought off
dresses like a
Amazon.
sorcerer and walks around thinking he knows magic and shit.
We should go back and find the items that he bought off Amazon to make the Elder Scroll and put it on our Amazon list this Christmas.
That's another thing about him, from my understanding, that he buys a lot of really expensive, stupid shit.
Yeah.
And then just like pagan items of like, just you go on eBay and this is apparently somebody like pulled a tooth from an animal somewhere and tries to say it's like some mystical tooth of some like ancient goddess or something.
Is that what happened to his teeth?
Prices it for like $2,000, and this is the motherfucker that buys it.
Yeah, there's a recording. I don't know if it's still out there, but it's of Vaughn and Brett Keane telling a bunch of people in a Discord chat about how awesome it is to not have teeth. and Vaughn's like, I don't even have to worry about brushing them or anything, and I can eat whatever I want. I could gum a whole steak.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's so funny. It's so gross.
Wonder
but
what's
it's so
going on
funny.
here. Net closes in on Facebook boss Mark Zuckerberg. World leaders demand answers on fake news. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What
I
about
ran
that,
out of stuff to
folks?
chew, so I have to
But
stop it.
whatever you do, don't believe that evil Von Helton guy. And whatever you do, don't believe that his gods are real, because we all know that that's bullshit. Right, trolls and haters? Yeah. Yeah. Right, trolls and haters?
Yeah, everybody who disagrees with him is a troll. And
Honestly, just say something so we can disagree or agree with whatever you say. He's just over here saying, "Oh, I got haters everywhere." I don't have to say. What I tell you, I told you, I cast a curse on Zuckerberg. Now all of Europe's gonna come kill him. Just say something, dude. Give us a morsel of content to
Wing
pull
dang
apart.
diddly do. Give me some shit.
He's been chewing cud and fucking farting and burping and fatting around.
I said it wrong in my opening. First it was Google Plus, then YouTube. Or no, excuse me. I'm wrong again. Because first it was Facebook.
Did he just burp?
Then it was YouTube.
Yeah.
You
Or,
sick
Google
fucking
Plus.
pig.
Or no, let's see. Did Google Plus thing come out before I guess it's been by Facebook? I think it might have.
Okay, what's the... Okay, I don't get what you're trying to
Google
say.
Plus, then Facebook, then YouTube.
Get to the point, help.
Now it's Facebook again. After Google. So now it's Facebook.
Okay.
YouTube and Twitter have yet to have anything major. But it's coming. Well, YouTube did have that shooting. Remember the shooting where the Muslim woman went to YouTube and shot up the place?
I don't know.
Killed herself.
I don't know if she was necessarily Muslim. I think she was...
I think she was, right?
No, she was like of Iranian descent, but she didn't... Now...
It was some offshoot faith of... I want to say Sikh. Like she spoke Turkish and she was
she spoke Farsi
immigrant from Iraq or something like that, but wasn't Muslim.
She was from
like offshoot faith.
She was Persian, from what I understand. She was like Iranian.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
But she wasn't Muslim. She was some like offshoot faith that like she was very vocal against like how people in Iraq, like the Muslim faith, had been acting at that point.
Well, and
like a lot of that particular faith was like that as well.
Well, I don't remember. I I don't remember her even talking about
Baha'i. Was it Baha'i?
No.
Was it Baha'i?
She didn't really talk about religion a lot. She made like stupid exercise videos and weird.
Yeah, I don't think she was religious.
Corpse midget shit like that. So I mean,
no. She was super duper vegan or vegetarian or something like that.
She was vegan. She was vegan. Yeah, she was a vegan.
As far as ideology,
she was religious. She was vegan.
Yeah. So YouTube did have that, but that was before. You know, that was before recent times here.
That was before I built my elder
yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Net closes in on Facebook boss Mark Zuckerberg. World leaders demand answers on fake news. Europe is literally hunting him down.
No, not even figuratively. Like
literally.
Europe is hunting him down. What the fuck does that even mean? You realize we have like extradition treaties with Europe, so if he was literally a criminal in Europe, we would send him over there for them to take him to court.
But you know, this is like the European shadow government that's coming after.
Oh, I see.
It's a conspiracy. Like there's the Masonic sect of European history. They're
yeah, it's he also said that when John McCain died, he didn't really die, and they put him on a plane and shipped him somewhere in Europe. It's the most ridiculous.
He's hanging out in Jamaica with Tupac.
That's right.
Looks like Facebook might be in some trouble. But whatever you do, don't believe in them helping gods, you know, because I mean, we all know.
What does your gods have to do with this?
He summoned them with the Elder Scrolls so they would take Mark Zuckerberg, so Europe would go after Mark Zuckerberg. This is all Von Helton's doing.
Put him in front of Alduin.
Facebook is already in trouble anyway. Like their market shares are fucking spiraling down. They only make money off of Instagram at this point. They don't really make money that much off of Facebook.
Atheism is right. Even though atheism was financially propped up by the Rothschilds. Oh, did I say that out loud? Did I say that out loud? Let me try it again. Yeah, atheism was financially propped up by the Rothschilds.
Does that mean Richard Dawkins is a Rothschild? I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Atheism was brought up by the Jews.
Anna, do you know anything about this since you were a goth child?
Oh.
But hey, who cares about little things like facts, right? You know, who cares about that, right? Oh, you don't believe me? Yeah, Google it. Rothschild gave Karl Marx a big fat check, said go out and spread atheism and communism worldwide, and that's exactly what Karl Marx did.
But if he's like anti YouTube and all that sort of shit, why is he like, maybe you should just Google it? Like, why do you, Vaughn, trust Google if you're like anti these giant companies? This doesn't make any sense.
You're trying to apply logic to a crazy person.
Yeah, he's also said he was going to sue YouTube because people troll him on it and stuff. He uploads only on BitChute now.
That's exactly what he did.
Poop shoot.
You can Google that shit anytime you feel like it. But yeah, apparently there is some.
Google it and get some more biased information.
Google it. Google it.
YouTube, Google, and now Facebook are in really, really deep shit.
I love how he's like complaining about how they control everything, but using them to cite the sources. Like, you can Google it if you want. Go ahead.
Just Google it.
They run the media, but you know, Google it to prove it. It's there on Google, even though they're the ones that run everything. Fucking dumb, numbnut.
YouTube, which is a subsidiary of Google, but you know, just use the search engine. It'll get you right. It'll get you right where you need to be.
It'll tell you everything you need to know.
Mark Zuckerberg's on the run, and half of Europe is trying to hunt his ass down.
He is sped up, yeah.
That's just fucking. I can just imagine a dude hiding out, you know. Is he hiding out? I don't know. Don't even give a shit. But the thought is refreshingly funny. But anyways, yeah, Mr. Reptilian. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go see my previous video. Mark Zuckerberg
yeah, that's what I want to do is watch a previous video from Von Helton. Even though we're 15 fucking minutes in, he's barely said anything at all other than, you know,
he's a reptilian.
Google's wrong, but if you want a proof, go Google it, and it'll tell you the proof. Double deputy
Zuckerberg's a reptilian.
We'll just move on because you know he's just gonna keep saying the same shit over and over and over again anyway.
Yeah, while chewing cud and farting and burping.
Here's someone saying that Trump was actually forced to engage in the tax fraud.
Damn.
Yeah.
All the presidents have done things that don't please people. And it's just that Trump has a certain personality, and a lot of the things that people don't like about him are personality. It's not his policies. Even the liberals like having more money in their pockets with the tax cuts.
I haven't gotten any fucking more money. Are you fucking kidding me? the tax cuts that he actually gave out there. How many people are actually really feeling that? Like basic private sector people.
I want my money.
Yeah, you know what the liberals liked better than tax cuts? All their fucking unemployment checks, my dude. All those food stamps, my dude. I don't give a fuck about this piddly ass tax cut. Let me get my Obama card back so I can go have an Obama queue.
Now they can't. They don't have as much of our money to spend if they happen to be in power. But I'm talking about the average liberal voter. You know, they're not really against it. Are they? Are they sending the money back to the government? Said, oh, you used to take this in taxes. Of course not. There's not one person.
Well, who would do that? That's the dumbest suggestion ever.
In America that does that.
Right. And it's funny you mentioned that because the media made a big show, the New York Times, out of digging into his tax returns. And
This dude looks like a Bond villain right here.
Yeah, look how high arched his eyebrows are. What the fuck is up with that?
Are those drawn on?
It's like Botox.
No, I used to draw on my eyebrows. That's natural.
He is a proud Latina woman.
And criticizing him for taking advantage of tax laws to avoid paying.
I can't stop looking at it now.
I know.
Taxes by...
He took 2 months with fucking sellotape on his eyebrows just to get them that way, okay? There's some struggle.
I think he had a staring contest with Jack Nicholson.
Great.
He's got the double people's eyebrow going on.
By doing things that are perfectly legal. Like...
That's what we all do.
Exactly.
I mean, they write the tax laws to force you to do that because they're so unfair.
I love Right Wing Watch.
Yeah.
They cut it right at the time when this comes in. It's like, oh, well, I was hoping they were going to say more than that, but nope. Right Wing Watch. Nope. Crickets.
What else we got?
They're adorable, aren't they?
So adorbs.
Here's a crazy video where these guys they attempt to rob. This is an older video, but it's pretty interesting. They try to rob a cell phone store at gunpoint, and they end up getting locked inside where they can't get out, and they're all like freaking out because they know they're going to go to jail. And then there's like a crowd of people on the outside looking at them and laughing. So here they are. Yeah, that's when the thing just dropped, like the, you know how they have like those like fencing.
Gate?
Yeah.
Yeah, shutters.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Also locked in the case of emergencies, such as this.
Huh?
Where are you going?
This is so enjoyable.
He's like calling for help.
This would be like a great.
Boy's got a gun. You think he's getting out?
This would be a great puzzle room. You know, you and your friends go to an escape room.
Yeah.
You go in like you're gonna rob the escape room, and you got to figure out how to get out. That would be fun.
Try to go up in the ceiling, like most morons do.
They're all watching. This is so cute. Hey, yo, open that door. Let us out. Open the door.
You guys are going to jail.
Help us. Opening that door until 5-0 gets there, my dude. Sorry.
We stuck. Help us.
Oh no, can't get out, y'all. They're like, oh my god.
Is he fighting with the people outside? That's so cute.
They can't let him out anyway. They don't have a way of letting him out.
When keeping it real goes wrong. Is he trying to butt bump the door open?
Yeah.
My dude.
Even if he breaks the door, he can't get through the gate in front of it.
I love it.
Yeah, it's the disabled ass technique.
Is this just like a mannequin there?
I don't know who that is. I don't know if that's the guy that was like working at the store.
Nobody is not moving, so I assume it's a mannequin.
Yeah. I don't know what they did with the guy who was working in the store. I don't know how he got away, but he's not even in this. But oh yeah, someone filmed it from the outside.
He got the key. Give me the ball. I can't get you out of here.
It was from the outside.
Yeah.
Oh, listen.
This is when he tries to break it with his butt.
Yeah, no. You ain't. No. Do it. You go out with the break
This
that with
is-
your ass.
This is so cute.
Thunderbutt technique.
Hey yo, nigga just put the whole battery in his back.
Yo, give me the 6+, yo. I can't with y'all.
Bet you do give me another phone. I'm going straight to another store. You hear me, guys?
Yo, get up out of here.
They're all there to like pay their bill, and they've been seriously inconvenienced.
That's wonderful.
That was
highly approved.
That felt wholesome. I don't know why. I really enjoyed that.
That was wholesome.
I like that.
So, let's see. Yeah, we got a little bit of time left. I mean, the goal has gotten even closer. We're 75% of the way there. It's in sight. We might get it. We'll see what's up.
Oh, we need an angel.
An angel.
We need an angel.
I'll read the Streamlabs that came in after this next segment. And if you want to send more and keep them coming, here we go.
Yo, safely.
Let's go find this hater and put a bullet in his fucking head.
Oh, you like me now?
I'm the only critter with the good kind of fairy drama. That's because Jesus Christ
is my neighbor.
All right, here's the first one.
I said, do you really want to know what cool is? All right, you want to tell him?
Yeah, we'll tell him together.
Ventriloquist.
Hold up.
Cool.
Hey, turn on that music, guys.
Kick it.
What the fuck?
My name is Danny, and I'm here to say when it comes to drugs, just stay away. Don't be a loser, and don't be a jerk. When you play and when you work, I'm Danny.
He's Danny.
I'm Danny. If you want to be smart, you gotta have a clear head.
Drugs will make you crazy.
They can even make you dead.
If you're drug-free, you can do whatever you dream.
So come on and join the Danny team. I'm Danny.
He's Danny.
I'm Dan.
This makes me want to do drugs.
Some kids say drugs make you feel all right.
If you like feeling sick and throwing up all night.
Some kids say drugs give you a real good high.
If you want to be stupid and you want to die.
This is making me feel like I'm still high from fucking last night.
I know.
I'm Danny.
He's Danny.
I'm Dan.
God damn it.
Some kids say it's fun to smoke a drug.
This is like a fucking nightmare.
This is nightmare fuel 100%.
Nightmare.
Like, who the fuck cares that his name is Danny? Why is that? Why is him being Danny such a huge part of this song? What the fuck? This is
I like Danny.
Fuck Danny. Fuck Danny. Danny's a piece of trash.
I think Danny probably influenced Tupac. I think Tupac stole a lot of his like. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
The Dan Killuminati.
Drug called crack.
You like the feeling of a heart attack?
Hey, crack is fun. I heard some guy said.
If you smoke crack, you got a crack in your head. I'm Danny.
Oh,
he's Danny.
What the? Why is this chorus? I'm Danny. He's Danny. It's everything else is about drugs, and they go to the choruses. I'm Danny. Yeah. He's Danny. There's no reason for that to be the chorus. Holy shit! Does he just go to He's Danny every time?
About a black mannequin talking smack about drugs. That's what that is.
I'm Danny.
He's not Danny.
Some folks drink whiskey, and then they get nauseous.
Before you drink whiskey, you better be cautious.
Some folks drink beer, and then they get drunk.
They look like a jerk, and they stink like a skunk. I'm
Fuck
Danny.
you.
He's Danny.
I'm Danny.
How about
Danny looks
cigarettes?
different all of a sudden. Oh, sorry.
If you want to pump the drains out all day and night, if you're a girl or if you're a fellow. Cigarettes make your teeth ugly and yellow. Kids who smoke cigarettes just don't think. Because if they did, they know that they stink. I'm Danny.
God damn it.
I'm Danny. Well, these kids are smart. I knew it all along. In just a minute, you can help us sing this song. If you don't take drugs, you'll be a lot stronger. You'll be smarter, good looking, and you'll live a lot longer.
I hate this so much, Ben.
Nerds. So let's all say these Danny words. Now, repeat after me, and let's hear you scream. We don't take drugs, you're on the Danny.
You better not drop the Dan bomb, dude. Better not say the Danny word, dude. we don't do that here on the Drunken Peasants.
Danny.
I wonder if he's woke on the Danny question.
That wasn't too strong. It was a little weak. It sounded like a little squeak. Now let's see if you're really strong. Let's hear how loud you can sing this song. Now repeat after Danny, and let's hear you scream. We don't take drugs, you're on the Danny team.
We don't take drugs, we're on the Danny team.
I'm Danny. He's Danny.
He's Danny.
I'm Danny. These kids are okay, and they are cool. We're all together here and in school.
Think of all those trees that got burnt down in California. I wish Danny was the only thing that got burned down in California. You little piece of shit. You're the wood that deserves to burn in California. And this guy with him, with his hand up his fucking puppet ass. Let all the other people live. We'll sacrifice Danny and this Grotsky puppeteer.
So, okay, do you hate this more or less than Cheesecake Factory?
Oh, damn it.
Dan.
No!
Well, I know that I got diabetes and cancer because of this video, so if that helps you at all.
I'll be honest, Cheesecake has more cred to me than this does. I think Cheesecake is... Cheesecake tried harder, so they fell harder.
First things first, I'm your waitress.
It's all bad. It's all so bad.
Let's all say it just one more time. Let's all shout it, and let's all scream. We don't take drugs, we're on the Danny team.
We don't take drugs, we're on the Danny team.
You're on the Danny team, Billy.
Not on the Danny team.
You don't take drugs.
No, I'm gonna start.
Fucking pause game on this dude's face.
Oh fuck! I'll give them a.
I'm gonna start doing drugs because of this.
You're on the Danny team.
I'm not on the Danny team.
You're on the Danny team.
Doesn't it feel good though?
You have some weed? You have some weed? I can do a weed.
No, I don't have any weed. But doesn't it
exactly one weed?
Excusez-moi. I would like to know a bit more about this Danny. He looks to be a supple young man of low IQ. I am interested.
Normally I wouldn't want JF here to make these terrible comments, but it takes away from me having to listen to Danny rap. So,
isn't it good to know that you're on the team of Tupac's inspiration, though?
I am, but that's not the Danny team.
The Danny team?
No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Oh.
That's false. It's a baseless claim. That's fake news, Ben.
That's just
it's fake news.
100% with Billy on this. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hated that so much. That was so bad.
All right, here's another one.
This is going to be good. Nothing bad's ever came out of Houston.
Oh my God, just wait. This is...
About to make them dance now.
If he name drops Team Danny, I'm going to shit my pants.
No. Roll that boy pussy. Roll that boy pussy. This is great.
Co-sign, yeah. This is wonderful.
I don't know if it's Team Danny completely making everything else afterwards look juicy and great, but I'm saying it. Roll that boy pussy. Throw that boy pussy.
Everybody loves it.
Roll that boy pussy. Roll that boy pussy.
Ooh, damn.
What the hell, man? I'd rather be on Team Throw That Boy Pussy than Team Danny. I hate my life so much.
Yeah.
I was supposed to drop it and reverse it to this shit. What the fuck? That last one was bad.
If you reverse boy pussy, you get penis. If you flip it and reverse it, it turns into penis. When you flip and reverse a woman, bajage, you get a butthole.
Thanks for becoming a sponsor, Barry Compton. You'll get to catch the post show.
Why do I feel so sick right now?
Oh, did you want to hear Danny's rap?
Please, no. No.
Yeah, you got me looking. Yeah.
So this isn't even cringe for you.
No, not at all.
I love it.
Let's hear a little more of these lyrics, actually. Danny gang, Danny gang, Danny gang. Fuck you.
Get a rubber, beat it front up back, round of applause, make that ass clap, 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 clap that ass in the split. Clap that ass like a bitch. Yeah, I'm trying to get you back home.
Oh God.
Yeah, I see you over that truck.
Hey,
they did the air horn.
This guy puts the gay in gangster, and I'm cool with that. Danny did nothing good for me. Danny ruined my life to the point where now that I hear someone talk about that boy pussy, and I'm like, yeah, good for you. Cheers to the boy pussy.
Someone in the chat said, "Is he gay?"
Who? This guy singing? I think so. Yeah,
absolutely. What?
I think he's gay. Yeah. I don't know if you're Sherlock Holmes or if I am, but I'm pretty
elementary, Watson.
The gold hat didn't tip you off, man. Yeah, no.
The gold hat.
2 types of people can wear a gold hat: J-Lo and gay boys. That's it.
I'll even say this. This was made in Houston. And he's wearing a Los Angeles hat. Only gay people would do that in Houston.
It's true.
Fact.
Let's see.
Indubitably, Watson, I believe he is of the homosexual variety.
Every day I'm delivering.
God damn it. Oh no. This might. Oh. This might be cheesecake. This might be cheesecake.
Who the post you think you're posting with? I'm the posting boss. Pure later gets the later at twice the cost.
First of all, they're Canadian.
I take them wide, I take
and second of all, they're male men.
them long, I take them fat. If you don't answer the door, fool, I'm gonna take them back.
I take them long, I take them fat. That was gayer than throw that boy pussy.
Yeah, doesn't that belong in the last song?
That was gayer than throw that boy pussy. Holy shit.
I'm dealing chronic. So if I strike you,
hang on. The white guy, I saw him today. I swear to God. I think he's a comedian. And this is like part of a skit show because I watched this thing. I found it today on the internet.
Maybe it is.
Where it was like Royal Mounted Canadian Police driving while high public service announcement, and he's like going up and giving them a field weed test. Like, I swear to God, I just saw
Maybe
this
it is.
today. That dude's
so,
a comedian.
I don't want to play too much more of this anyway. But I guess pretty much everything pales in comparison
to fucking Team Danny. Eat shit, Danny. I fucking hate you. You're fucking horrible. You're a horrible puppet. And the guy with his hand up your ass is a horrible person.
I love how he started it off with the whole stereotypical white rap intro, and it's my name is blah blah and I'm here to say. Yeah, you hate. Yeah, I knew as soon as he said that, I saw the look on your face. The whole I'm here to say thing. That's like, you know.
Oh my God.
You know it's gonna suck.
Oh man, it's a guarantee.
Yeah,
it's a guarantee that the person's not only gonna be shitty, that they lack complete self-awareness.
Some people are asking, is that a weed leaf? No, that's a weed Canadian leaf. Like, that's a mix between the maple leaf and weed.
Ever since marijuana went legal in Canada, the maple leaf and the weed leaf is exactly the same. They've biologically changed the leaf. It's amazing, actually.
Spread maple trees with cannabis plants over there.
This new strain is the Canadian maple strain. Every time you smoke this marijuana, it tastes like a pancake.
You sound like Vegan Gaines.
He's a Canadian, right?
Yeah, the one time you did an impersonation of him.
Every time you smoke this weed, it tastes like a pancake, eh?
Delicious.
I actually don't have any more cringe raps.
Well,
we can play
good.
Danny again.
No, Ben.
It's kind of sad.
No.
How about we poll the audience?
Audience,
do you have any cringy ass raps?
If one of you, Billy the Danny, I will beat you up, Kate's rap.
Oh my God!
Let's take a poll. Let's take a poll, like, among us here. Who all is Team Danny? I'm Team Danny.
Fuck you.
I'm not sure who's Danny. Is it the puppet or is it the guy?
Danny's the stupid puppet.
Team Danny. So Yes.
JF would be Team Danny. Piece of shit. Yeah, I'm not Team Danny.
Danny gang, Danny gang, Danny gang, Danny gang, Danny gang, Danny gang, Danny gang.
I said, do you really want to know what cool is? All right,
you know?
wanna tell them?
Yeah, we'll tell them together.
Hey, turn on that music, guys.
It's so cheap because they have to use the same puppet just in a different outfit for.
Oh my God! Stop. This has to have been on public access.
No, it was probably like a local station that produced their own television in the 90s or 80s. Probably 90s the way this coloration is. And it was probably like maybe stupid fucking...
A lot of this kind of shit was on public access.
But this is high production for public access.
What? It's a cheap ass set and a guy with a ventriloquist dummy.
Public access was usually live. This is usually like someone
How
trying
do
to...
you know this isn't live?
The editing.
I just want to ask how many people does this guy have buried in his basement?
Every one of these puppets is actually a human that was petrified. This is petrified human.
It's like some Five Nights at Freddy's shit. Like there's the soul of a human in there.
Probably, yeah. It's not Tupac either, Ben.
I almost bought a puppet at fucking the Eugene Comic-Con today, actually.
What?
Yeah,
Why?
Yeah, it did. Well, it's like this one company makes Muppets. They're not like puppet, not like this kind of a puppet, but like little puppet looking thingies. There was a really cool one that was a devil. It was only $40, but I didn't end up getting.
Do you know why a Muppet's named a Muppet?
Because they're a mix between a marionette and a puppet.
Yep.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep, because it's parts a hand puppet and the other part's a marionette, like for their arm.
Fuck you, Addy Monster.
I'm gonna read some of these.
My buddy Addy.
Love you, Addy.
I gotta bounce. My name is Jeff, and I'm here to say I gotta bounce. I've had a really good day. Thanks so much for having me, Orn. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this Orn.
I wish you would have said peace out from Jonathan Davis of Korn.
Fuck, that's why you're the rapper. Bye, guys.
I think so. Later, Jeff.
Bye, Jeff. All right, so
Hi, Jeffy.
I gotta fix this shit, which shouldn't take.
Ooh la la.
Oh shit. Now I have to like Oh, actually, I'll wait till.
My ding ding dong. My billionaire used to dance to that and do a mangina while he danced to it. My crazy billionaire boss.
That's funny.
That was like his favorite song to mangina too. You touch my tra-la-la, my ding-ding-dong. Which is far less cringy than Danny. A billionaire tucking his penis back and dancing to my tra-la-la is far more entertaining than this stupid trash video. Put Wallace over Billy.
I might have cringed myself a hernia by the time I watch like the entirety of this.
Okay, so let's see what we got here. J King for 420. Billy, you're underrated.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that came in earlier.
I think it's worth saying again.
Okay, that's fine. Security Monitor Lizard, $1. This Veterans Day, remember that 22 veterans take their own lives every day. Please connect with the vets in your life. Ask if they need help, and please donate to help our nation's veterans get the help they need. The VA is not sufficient. Thank you. That is true. Barry Compton. Oh, Barry Compton said some dirty stuff for $5 to Jeff, but Jeff's gone now.
Damn.
Jeff, let's go to VRC's Hot Topic and pick up some preteens. P.S. Billy, you are pretty and worth it.
Thank you.
But you notice what he said before.
It's to Jeff, right?
He also gave you a compliment. And he said he wanted to go to Hot Topic. What did you keep saying to me?
I went to Hot Topic today.
Did you?
Yeah, I went with my buddy Deranged Pit. We went into Hot Topic and they didn't have anything in our size.
Of course.
I went to
What do they even
Spencer's.
sell there anymore besides like anime and Doctor Who merch?
Well, they got a lot of like wrestling stuff too. I don't know. I go in there and check and see if there's anything that fancies me. Then we went to Spencer's and we bought sex toys. Is that weird? Like this girl was working at Spencer's, and she we started asking her funny questions, and she just kept helping us. So like she talked us into buying some sex toys. I was like, damn it.
Bernice Panders, $15.94. Damn it, I really shouldn't, but this is all the money I got in my PayPal that I can't really use on my power bill. So I hope the others can get you there. So this isn't wasted. Just promise to let me be on the show someday. I mean, we can work something out. We can talk about it, Bernice. Yeah. We'll see if we reach the goal. We're still like 20% away, but we're a lot closer than we were at the beginning. Demon Fenrir, $15. My son was born almost 2 weeks ago, Ben. I now understand and appreciate how you deal with your co-host.
Yeah,
Thank you.
somebody who you love unconditionally being there with you all the time. That is.
And I change his diaper, and I, I have like when he needs to burp, I have to smack him on the back.
Thank you for that.
I feed him strained peas and carrots.
Yeah.
I give him a sippy cup with a lid.
It's a labor of love.
Addy Monster, $1. He's Danny, everyone.
Thanks, Addy.
Empyrean, aka Danny, $5. Why didn't you like my ventriloquist rap, Billy? Get on board with Team Danny.
No.
Bruce Oaks, $20. Dan, Danny.
Damn it, stop.
What? Chris Xavier. Is it Chris Xavier or Chris X Xavier? Whatever.
Chris Xavier.
10 Canadian dollars. I didn't mean to make such a generic comment on Thursday. You seem kind of irritated by it. I don't remember the comment. I wasn't irritated, I don't think. Empyrean, $5. The Danny rap makes me wish I had asked to be on this episode. Go Team Danny.
Why do you? What is wrong with you people? That was the worst thing in the world.
It was bad.
It was so bad that I had to give Cheesecake credit. Like Cheesecake was worse, but it's because it was far more ambitious. This was just like pathetic. And somebody paid to make this one happen. I don't think Cheesecake was paid. This is like a production.
Lucas.
This is like 80s. This is 80s or 90s dollars right here. Like
I think it's 90s, yeah.
Lucas Demucus, $5. Getting drunk in the middle of a cornfield. Life is pleasant. Cool. There's like no cornfields anywhere around here. Like
we can go north and find them probably.
Gotta go a while around.
You gotta drive quite a while. The land has to be flat. Addy Monster, $1. I don't know what's happening, but my expectations were subverted. Okay. Addy Monster, $1. My name is Addy, and I'm here to say hard R record scratch.
Damn it.
What?
What?
I like it when I get to do the what.
What?
How many souls of angry slaves did it take to animate Danny? What do they mean by that?
I have no idea. I hate Danny with a passion.
How do you address that?
I have a seething anger for Danny.
For Danny?
Yeah.
He's Danny.
I think G-Man needs to come on and beat Danny in a battle rap.
Why G-Man?
Because he always wins. I need a sure shot.
Are you like applying affirmative action to our rap battles now?
No, I'm just saying that even G-Man, who is one of the worst rappers I know, would take the taste out of my mouth.
My name is Danny, and I'm here to say when it comes to drugs, just stay away. Don't be a loser and don't be a jerk when you play and when you work. I'm Danny.
He's Danny.
He's Danny. Oh, you know what?
Danny.
I don't usually just like blindly hate people, but this man with his hand up this puppet's ass, he's literally Satan. He's everything wrong with this world.
I don't usually blatantly hurt African American puppets, but but this one, wow.
Yeah.
I'm Danny. If you want to be smart, you gotta have a clear head.
Drugs will make you crazy.
They can even make you dead.
They can even make you dead. Yeah. I like the drum machine that they used.
Ben, how would you like it if I shoved my hand up your ass and made you rap?
Maybe I would if that was your original thought, but since you stole it from somebody else, no, it's not happening.
You would let me if it was my original thought?
I guess we'll never know, will we?
Wow.
Somebody wants to donate $50 to the Streamlab to have Billy shoved his hand up Ben's ass.
Yeah,
that's not happening.
If we make the goal tonight, I will shove my hand up Ben's ass and make him rap.
If we if we make the goal tonight, we will do an extra show next week.
Look, I chose to take Calificent's beautiful comment and make it part of the show verbally. I didn't steal. It's right there in front of everybody.
My name is Danny, and I'm here to say, let me take you on a date, and I'm sure you'll turn gay.
Which, honestly, then I'd roll that boy ass or throw that boy ass, throw that boy pussy, throw that boy pussy. This was actually a really good cringe rap segment as far as like cringiness goes. Like this was because this was horrible. This was absolutely horrible. And then the boy pussy, it was like sometimes there's duds.
The boy pussy was amazing in comparison.
And then that stupid Canadian weed thing. Oh man, it was all bad in the best way. I'm cringing. I hate it. Billy just admitted he'd throw Danny's boy pussy. Bullshit, I did not. Television said I actually got the idea from Billy, so Ben, it was his original idea.
Nope.
Yep.
Calificent's actually a woman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just checked that ventriloquist guy has more raps.
Oh no.
Oh
no. Oh
He's done
no.
something recently.
Oh no. Oh. This is bad. Oh, this I
want to see this dummy get in on the mumble rap craze.
I hate you. Why would you say that? Look, can we make this any worse?
Because I want to watch the world burn, Billy.
True, that's fair.
If you notice this stream, we didn't have the issue where like our stream would drop out and like we'd just lose a bunch of viewers. Yeah, I turned down the bit rate and I moved it down to 30 frames instead of 60.
It's Billy. It's Billy. It's Billy. I can't even make that work.
We got some more super chats, guys. I appreciate super chats for sure, but literally,
YouTube takes 1/3,
and it doesn't go towards the goal.
And every time you say something about Danny, YouTube actually takes the super chat and donates
that's fine.
it.
Nope, that's not what happens. Barry Compton, $2. Can you? Whoa, she disappeared.
Hey,
you can tell Dan got Billy wet.
Yeah, from spitting on myself out of pure hatred of this stupid.
Mr.
song.
Dead donated $5.
Stores.
Oh yeah, we saw that one already. Giovanna Liviana, $5. We Romulans will liberate your world from Danny's tyranny. No,
Thank you, Romulans.
I like Romulans and Danny. Yeah,
fuck you. You're such a troll.
What do you mean? Whoa, I am.
You're such a troll.
I am.
Why we're friends is because the Vulcans are going to take over, and you know it. So just get ready.
How the fuck am I the troll?
You're a fucking troll. Leave me alone. Keep Danny out of this. Just throw him in the garbage.
Danny out of it.
All right, I'm gonna put up the timer. I really want to just keep going until we can reach the goal. I'm hoping.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I can go as long as anybody wants to. So.
I think we'll probably throw up the timer and hopefully we get some angel investors to make this thing real. But if not, at least we won't have to look at Danny's stupid face anymore.
Hey, you beautiful people in the Drunken Peasants audience. Don't you want to not have to see this incredibly creepy ass dummy anymore?
All right, so I have the timer up. Just to be fair, I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to start it until we get the next Streamlabs. It has to be Streamlabs. Can't be a super chat.
One more Streamlabs and we will start this timer and then it will be the Blitz round.
Someone said, but what is the goal? The goal is 800. I started it at the beginning of the week. Technically, it says 43 hours to go, but in all reality, the next week starts tomorrow. So,
but
oh, you want me to show Wallace?
Show Wallace. You don't have to show him. He's not doing anything. Just hey, hold up. Ben, we got a problem.
What?
My camera's covered up by
Wallace is just fatting around.
He's not fat. He's flat. He's
fat though.
Around.
He's heavy as shit.
He's flattening around. Would you move him out of my screen, please?
Someone said sorry. Barry Compton said sorry. Streamlabs blocks my bank, so I can't use it.
So messed up.
Yeah, that does suck.
It is unfortunate.
So after this show is over, we're gonna do the post show. Patrons $10 or more get it, and also if you're a member, down below there's a button down below this video that says join. If you click on join, you can become a member. You get special emojis, badges, and you get to catch the post show. That's the perk for that.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, and also for the $10 patrons, pretty soon there will be a shitty movie review coming out. We haven't picked that. I think we might rewatch Canyon Trail since you didn't get to watch it last time.
I'd like to see you guys' take on Neil Breen films, to be honest.
I watched one with Adam from Your Movie Sucks for the first time. I went and saw it.
Oh, did you go?
Yeah, I went and saw it.
Right.
It was so bad.
There's one that he just came out with that's still on the theater tours, but as soon as that comes out like as an actual film that all of us can watch, like, oh, all of us please get together and watch that.
It's so bad. Should we get Egghead to come on?
After Effects, come on.
Should we get Egghead to come on while we watch Canyon Trails? He could be live from Skype.
Jeez, guys. Oh, God.
Make him sit through it with us.
Oh, Lord.
He just said, oh, Christ.
Oh, Christ. I don't want to do it. Oh, jeez, Rick.
There's a bunch of CX in the chat.
Yeah, boy. CX. Blah. Oh.
I don't think it's gonna happen. We're not even getting one.
Yeah.
So yeah, just gonna I'm gonna start it. 20 minutes. So
You've
it's
got
going
20 minutes to make both of these beautiful boys feel fucking appreciated.
Yes, we are.
Don't you love the Drunken Peasants?
Hey, there, the $1 came in.
See them be happy.
The slave souls joke refers to old spooky doll stories.
The old slave doll stories.
Hi, Anna. You the realist G.
The realist G.
Hello.
Man. What do I need to do? What do I need to do?
I think it's obvious, Ben. You need to let me put my hand up your ass and do a live Danny puppet show.
Someone said I don't
Thank
like
you.
Danny.
Lucas Demucus, thank you. I don't like Danny either.
Danny
Did we just get another?
2020.
Hey! Two guns, no
700,
ammo.
up to 700 now.
Oh, holy shit.
Unfortunately, Two Guns, No Ammo just voted with his dollars, and he voted for Danny in 2020. I sat through... Here's $1. I sat through Canyon Trail once. Why not? Thank you, Egghead. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth.
Hold on, Ben, I got you, fam.
Hey,
oh,
PT Ham
coming through. Oh, holy shit, dude.
With the ham
Now
fam.
we're only 10% away.
$80.
Oh, you beautiful bastards. $720. You know you can do better than that.
It's so close.
Mr. Sixfix says, Ben and Billy, take your shirts off.
If we get...
You know what? Since those are the only titties allowed on YouTube, I would say go for it.
Yeah, if we get to 750, I'll take my shirt off for the remaining minutes.
I just lost over 10 pounds in 2 weeks. So
you did?
Don't you guys want to see how fucking cut Ben is now?
I'm not cut.
I lost 8 pounds since Halloween. I was at 391.6 today. I was at 399.6 then.
Yeah, let's see. On what was it? On Monday, I started doing this shit. Oh shit. It hasn't been 2 whole weeks yet. I started on Monday the 29th, and I was 196 pounds. I weighed myself today. I was 186 pounds. So
At what height?
I'm like 5'9".
Yeah, that's a little heavy.
Yeah. Oh.
Am I a little heavy?
Slightly.
Am I a little heavy?
Slightly.
I'm 6'2".
He's way lighter than he was. You know, what?
Yes, Tim,
9
good
months
job.
ago.
Absolutely
Yes, we
good
get
job.
the extra show.
Oh! All right, whatever.
Shirts
Fuck it,
off
I'll
party.
do it. This is
Shirts
ridiculous.
off party. Shirts off party. Shirts off party. Who needs a shirt?
I can't do it because we get
wouldn't
kicked
hurt
off of YouTube if I do it.
If we had a
by the way, I want to push my
party
agenda right now. Free the nipple. You'll see more boobies in places where you want to see them.
I'm just a dude
There you go, guys.
sitting in the nude. It's a shirts off party.
It's the closest thing you're going to get.
To what?
To titties.
Bullshit. Are you fucking stupid?
Someone said the fact that Joe is homeless makes me happy. I don't think he's homeless.
Joe is homeless, yeah.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's dead.
No, he's not.
We're getting... if Drunken Peasants wants titties, I'll give them titties. I'll do it. DP, in the after show... In the after show, Ben's going to suck my nipples.
No!
No!
We missed...
Caleficent Streamlabs got missed?
Right
I don't
now,
know.
And you can get into the post show where Ben sucks Billy's nipples.
No.
Where
Did you guys watch Egghead's movie in a private show or something? I think I missed it. We watched Egghead's dad's movie like years ago during one of our Patreon monthly movie reviews. And Billy wasn't on the show then, so he hasn't seen it. And I just found the DVD for it.
Nice.
Recently, so why the fuck not? We can watch it and, you know, check it out again. I need those other movies too, Egghead. I don't know where...
You guys are up to 801. Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
That's awesome. The fans come through.
Once again...
Absolutely.
Oh, no!
You beautiful bastards.
I don't even want to...
What happened? Is it like someone photoshopped you onto something and tweeted it at you? Oh my god, that's beautiful!
This is the whiskey talking, but I want to see Billy fished Ben while the thing in a panda costume Chris in the corner.
Chris in the corner? Why does it say cries as Chris?
Isn't it C-R-I-E-S? I think that's the problem.
Chris in the corner.
Why would you call her a thing in a panda suit?
Because he's not sure if it's a real panda or not. Look, you can't just assume someone's gender when they're wearing a fursuit.
I'm not a real panda, but I'm definitely a real female.
Okay,
I do exist. Women do exist on the internet.
You guys want to see me eat cereal out of my belly button?
No.
How much how much cereal can I fit in my belly button?
You'll do it.
Let's see. Let's get a little bit.
I'd pay. I personally, I would pay at least $35 for that. Come on.
Oh no! No.
Look at that. Look at that. Wouldn't you pay at least $35 for that?
Do we have
at
a
least
straw?
for the lulz, my guys?
Do we have a straw?
What are you doing?
No, straws are illegal in Seattle.
It's true.
Straws are illegal in Seattle, but you know what? We'll find a way.
They have paper ones. I sent you guns along the Bravo as well. I have no idea where that is. You sent that to me when I lived in Ohio, and I moved all the way across the country. I don't know if I still have it. I don't know where it is, if I have it.
Oh, fuck, I'm so buff.
Cut a promo.
Ladies and gentlemen, for one night only, the Drunken Peasants have reached their bonus so you can reach your boners. It's a shirts off party, and that means the dirty dicks are swinging.
Oh, I am sorry. Please excuse me, female domesticus.
A female domesticus. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to assume your gender, Panda. I did not mean to assume your gender, Panda.
Is it really not that obvious that I'm female? Should I?
No, don't second guess yourself.
I think it's obvious, especially the voice alone. I mean, You know, like
great.
Maybe it's because they thought you were at the NASCAR Speedway. That thing, I think she's a girl, but I keep hearing a NASCAR behind her, so maybe she's a checkered flag.
To Billy sucking Ben's nipples while Billy wear a puppet outfit.
No!
You guys are making it like uncomfortable. Egghead said that he would send it with the P.O. Box info. That's down in the description. Our P.O. Box info is down below in the description. So.
Don't be a trap. I've been before. You know what?
I have so much fat and skin on my body. Like from losing before I was like super fat, right? And with the fat burning, I now have like sacks of skin. I'm pretty sure I can raise my nipple above my eye.
He wanted to like create wings from his loose skin.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine that went through the gastric bypass, and he lost weight so fast that like he had to get the skin removal surgery done.
Yeah, I don't want to get skin removal.
If you get to a point, anybody who gets to a point where they have to have skin removal surgery done, make sure you have a good doctor, because they can absolutely fuck you up.
See, I don't want to get my skin
just
removed.
The way your skin looks after they're done, they can fuck it up.
I don't want to have my skin removed. I want to have metal grafted underneath my skin so it looks like angel wings.
You'd be like Da Vinci.
Yeah,
like
all my loose skin looks like it's like devil wings or something, like a winged
I mean, if
devil.
you get rich enough, you could probably.
Well, I think I could probably kickstart this. Like, hey guys, I lost so much weight and I have all this excess
You will not
skin.
be able to fly with it.
By the way,
Danny's Rise Up. I stand with
Billy. Get fucking angel wings grafted onto his back. Donate to the.
Yes. Should I try and lift my nipple above my eyes?
No. Don't ask me if you should do anything weird like that, because I will say no.
I bet you I could get my nipple above my eyes. How many humans can do that?
Can you do it? Can you physically fucking do it?
I'm not sure.
Alki David offered Billy meth.
That's my billionaire. When are we getting Psychedelic Madness 2? Shrooms are keto, right? Maybe.
I don't know if Billy could handle that shit.
See that nipple right up to the eye?
I would never do it.
To the eye line. I just was eye to eye with my own nipple.
I'm so uncomfortable.
You got that for free.
Dude, I saw your post on Instagram the other day.
Which one?
Where it was like an old picture of you wrestling. You're like, 10 years ago, I want to be John Cena. Yeah. But you looked more like a really big Bruiser Brody.
Did I?
Bruiser Brody had.
I had like really big hair.
Yeah.
I look pretty slick.
Yeah, Bruiser Brody had the like big hair.
Yeah, my buddy who ran that show, he runs an independent wrestling promotion now called Beyond Wrestling. They're like one of the top 4 or 5 YouTube channels for wrestling.
Cool.
Kills it.
That one, yeah.
Yeah. He was like, we're going to have our 10-year anniversary. You better come out for it. So maybe I'll go out to Rhode Island or wherever the hell they have it and titty slam somebody. You guys ready?
We see Billy wrestle?
Probably not. Ben wants me to wrestle again.
Yeah,
he says
he's gotta work out to do it.
Yeah. Well, I don't got to.
Dude, you'll be gassed out so quickly.
Maybe.
Yeah, don't run down the ramp, no matter what the fuck you do.
I mean, okay, if it's like a quick squash match or something, then yeah. But if it's like more than 5 minutes, you'll be out of gas.
Because the secret about wrestling, right? Here's the secret. The more limited you are, the more your opponent picks up for you, right? Like if I get gassed, I don't exert myself in certain situations. That's what rest holds are for.
Oh yeah, I know about wrestling.
Depends on who you're performing against, to be honest.
Well, if I'm performing against someone who's
depends on whether or not they want to pick up the slack.
If I'm performing, well, they're gonna have to, right? Because they don't want to have a shit match. And if they do, I'll just beat the shit out of them. Because they can't hurt me. I'm fucking monster.
Did you ever get stretched?
No.
Hurt themselves.
No.
Well, I did roll a couple times because the place I trained at up in Canada was also a jiu-jitsu place. So I'd go in there with like some jits guys and I would roll. They'd try and get me. And usually it was pretty even keel. Like they didn't know how to work with me because I was so big and I was so inexperienced that I couldn't really lock them in. I usually end up like rolling over on their backs and just laying all my weight across their backs.
Because, I mean, even like you know, 1970s Hulk Hogan, all roided up, got stretched back in the day. So
I wasn't rolling with any tough guys.
Right.
So like,
there was no Hiro Matsuda's. Like,
right.
You weren't at like the Inoki dojo or anything like that.
it was all like buddies and stuff.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it was pretty chill.
Yeah, and it's changed now. Like, they used to stretch you out to see if you'd come back the next day. They'd make you do insane cardio, and then by the time they got you in the ring, you're already out of gas, and then they would fucking stretch you.
There was a bit of a hazing when it came to like certain wrestling promotions.
Well, like,
whether or not you would make it is concerned.
Yeah, like when I was like earlier when I was talking about Hulk Hogan, like they literally broke his leg. Like on the first day, they broke his fucking leg to see if he'd come back, and he did. It's crazy.
So many people have been messaging me stupid Danny memes and stuff on Twitter. It's like,
that's great.
I don't like it.
Outstanding.
I'll find this Danny guy and have him come over here to do it live on the show.
I'll probably fight him, dude.
Find him.
Don't do it. You thought that teacher beating up that kid was bad. I'm gonna take that puppet and beat the puppet up and then feed it to that guy.
We're gonna show this puppet the meaning of pain.
You wanna feel the pain? Ooh. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sweeter than cherries.
From the Tower of Power, too sweet to be sour, funky like a monkey. Ooh yeah.
The cream of the crop.
Yeah. Cream of the crop.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You have like the little coffee creamer.
Bone saws ready.
Bone saws ready.
Yeah.
Billy, please lift the nipple.
Oh shit.
Anybody want a biddy? Bum bum. Anybody want a biddy?
This is better than Danny.
Stop.
This is better than Danny.
All right, I'm gonna play it.
Nipple. Nipple.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Danny.
I said, do you really want to know what cool is? All right, you want to tell them?
Yeah, we'll tell them together.
Hey, turn on that music, guys.
Nope.
My name is Danny, and I'm here to say when it comes to drugs, just stay away. Don't be a loser and don't be a jerk. When you play and when you work, I'm Danny.
He's Danny.
I'm Danny. If you want to be smart, you gotta have a clear head.
Drugs will make you crazy.
They can even make you dead.
No.
If you're drug free, you can do whatever you dream.
So come on and join the Danny team. I'm Danny.
He's Danny.
I'm Danny.
Some kids say drugs make you feel all right.
If you like feeling sick and throwing up all night.
Some kids say drugs give you a real good high.
If you want to be stupid and you want to die, I'm Danny.
He's Danny.
He's Danny.
Some kids say it's fun to smoke a drug called crack.
If you like the feeling
Some
of a
kids
heart
say
attack.
it's fun to smoke a drug called... Like, really? No.
It's really smart to play this stupid song and then cut off my face from a reaction. Nobody can
smart.
see. Nobody can see how much it's pissing me off.
You didn't have your face on camera anyway.
Just my dick and nipple and shit.
Those of you who want to see what just happened.
See, if you're gassed out from that, how are you going to run the ropes in a wrestling
Not
ring?
gassed out. I just realized I ate a lot of Chipotle this morning. I went to Chipotle today,
Did you
and
really have Chipotle this morning?
I had Chipotle for breakfast, like around 11 a.m. I had a Chipotle, and I took the biggest dump afterwards at Chipotle. And this is
Chipotle.
Yeah, because like I was walking around the mall with my buddy Deranged Pit, and then I went back to Chipotle like hours after I ate it to go drop like the bomb. It was Nagasaki, and I looked in the toilet before I flushed it because it was like monstrous amount of turds, and I swear I saw corn in it, but corn's not keto.
It was just left over from before you were keto.
It might be like 11-month-old corn
hanging out in your fucking lower intestine for the last fucking goddamn 5 years.
Yeah, and this Chipotle just happened to knock out my bowels from like 5 years ago or something. I don't know, man. I was scared.
Did like a fucking intestinal exorcism on your ass?
Something happened. because I haven't been able to crap like on keto. You don't crap like you used to, right? This is one of my pre-keto dumps.
Dude, imagine what it's like taking Ally.
Oh, an Ally?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's this. It's called Ally. It's a pill that makes the fat not process in your body, and you just crap it out.
Yep.
That sounds, because with keto you're supposed to eat a ton of fat anyways.
Yep.
So if you took an Ally on keto, it would squirt.
Hey, Billy.
This sounds really
Hey, Solon. How you doing? Wow, man.
But yeah, I have. I mean, like, I've been eating mostly keto, and I have been taking Ally. So.
Is it bad?
I mean, I eat so few calories in a day that it's not that bad, but it is like
you just turn into a juicer.
Yeah, if I eat like beef, that's pretty bad, or pork.
Fucking juicer. You just fucking shove tomatoes in his face. It comes out his ass.
Make Billy fat again. No. If I run, I'm gonna run on. Is your refrigerator running 2020? If I can lose this weight and make that change in myself, then vote for me on election day, and I will change the country.
You're an adorable sweet boy, and you want him to live forever. So no more fat.
I don't want to live forever. Forever would be too far away.
Exactly.
Now he's playing drums. Can you play Wipeout?
He's got a bongo like right back.
Wipeout.
Yeah, you gotta be really fast.
Wipeout.
Wipeout.
On the after show, should we watch the video of Onision and that did with me and Joey and everybody?
What, the new one?
Yeah, there's a new one where
not the butt banging one.
We rented a farmhouse and shot a ghost hunting story at a farmhouse.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to,
that could be cute after show thing to do. You support my run? Thank you, Sayer, Susage, Mr. Reyes.
Billy the Fridge for President of the United States 2020.
Yeah. Is your refrigerator running 2020? You're damn right he is. Because when I run, I'm not just running for president. I'm running for my personal well-being. Just 1 year ago, I weighed Just 1 year ago, I weighed 600 pounds. All right, I'm under 400 pounds right now, and I'm dropping weekly. If by election day 2020 you go cast your vote, if I don't look like goddamn John Cena, if I don't look like a fucking Greek god, don't vote for me. But if I do, just know I'll put it into the country, but I put it in myself. Your refrigerator is running 2020. Billy the Fridge. President of the United States of America.
Billy the Fridge.
Vote for me. Did Billy gain weight? Are you serious?
No.
Did someone ask if you gained weight? Yeah. Have they not been paying attention?
Show is over. Fuck off.
Yeah, so we're ending the show. We're going to go into the post show in a little bit here. Thanks for watching. Anna, if you want to come to the post show too, you can.
Thank you, Anna. Should we put our shirts back on for the post show?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
Good night.
In the beginning, there was nothing, and then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants.